tabernacle was this surrounding the Levites or the rest of the tribes of Israel. So we see this structure set up, and God's roles are made pretty clear. God's providing shelter when Israel's on the move. He appears in the form of this fiery cloud, and his role is their protector and guide. And so it's a good setup. You have this really, really powerful divine being that's going to be taking Israel from the wilderness into the promised land, and it's supposed to be great. But when they start off on that journey, things go sour pretty quickly. The people of Israel complain. And the people aren't the only ones who complain. The other leaders in the tribe of Levi start to complain about Moses too. Moses' own brother and sister question whether or not Moses is the legitimate sole person that God is leading Israel through. And that doesn't work out too well for them because God punishes the people who complain. There's a plague that breaks out in Israel through some food, and also Miriam contracts leprosy. It's really, really not that great to complain against Moses or God. And after that really brief interlude, we find ourselves in this place called Paran. And right as they get here, Moses sends spies to go and see what is this promised land like. And they come back and they say the land is really good, but the current inhabitants are super strong. We're not going to be able to take them in battle. Or at least that's what most of the spies say. 10 of the spies say we can't do this. 2 of the spies have faith that God will be good to his word and be their protector and guide and help them conquer this land. But the rest of Israel sides with the 10 spies. They rebel, they plan to kill Moses and Aaron and go back to Egypt, cut their losses. And God says, okay, well, I'm going to give you what you want. You're not going to enter the promised land, but God has already rescued this nation from Egypt. So rather than allow this generation to forfeit the promised land and take their children back into slavery, God says, you're going to die out in the wilderness, and then your children will have the choice of inhabiting the promised land. Really, really bad decision for Israel. It's a really, really sad point in the story. And then afterward, we get some laws for living in the land. There is an exception to this rule that everyone's going to die out, and that is that Joshua and Caleb, the 2 spies that didn't bring back a bad report on the land, will get to enter, which is really good for them. So we see God not just judging people who don't listen to him or don't believe in him and believe that he's going to make good on his word, but we see him sparing not just the ones who do, but also the future generations so that they can make their choice as well. So he's giving people a choice and he honors their poor decisions. Also in Paran, we have another problem with a rebellion. So we've already seen the people of Israel rebel as a whole. Then we see some of the other Levites rebelling against Moses and Aaron. And they say, we don't believe that only Aaron's family should have this position of priesthood. We want to be priests too. And so there's this huge divine showdown between the people in the family of Korah and Moses and Aaron. And it's super dramatic. The earth opens up and just swallows the rebels. It's a pretty gnarly story. But not all the people of Korah's family die out. Some of the sons of Korah survive, and in fact, they play a part through the rest of Scripture. Some of the descendants of this rebel actually contribute some of the Psalms to our book of Psalms. So again, we have this example of God respecting humans' bad decisions and affirming those who are faithful and loyal to him, and sparing future generations so that they can make their own decisions as well. And then we get some new laws for the priests. So we kind of have this parallelism. People reject the land, God acts, and then he gives them new laws for living in the land. We have some of the Levites rejecting their leadership. God affirms his leaders and then gives new laws for those priests. And there's going to be this long 40-year gap of time in which now we see the entire generation of Israel die off. The idea is that almost everyone that got numbered at the beginning will not be alive by the end of Numbers. So it's kind of a sad way that worked out. In our traveling interlude, over here in chapters 20 and 21, we have something really similar to what we saw earlier. Israel complains, a plague breaks out, Aaron and Miriam die, and then also Moses will die too. Moses doesn't demonstrate faith in God. He disobeys some of God's instructions in front of all the people, and God says, "I'm sorry, Moses, you can't get into the promised land either." Again, really, really sad. But we see God not only judging those who disobey him and are unloyal to him, but he provides ways for people to be healed of their sicknesses, and he fights on behalf of the people of Israel. So we're seeing God still holding to his role as protector and guide of the whole nation, which is really, really interesting, because what we see through this book of Numbers is that God is finding ways to be faithful to his own promises, even if the people he made those agreements with aren't faithful. It's a very, very fascinating portrait of how God works with his people. So it's very, very interesting, and one of the reasons why this book is very important. Okay, in the last section, we are in the plains of Moab. So the people of Israel are just across the river from their promised land. And when we look at the nation as a whole, Moses takes a new census, so there are more numbers. And this is the generation that gets to enter Canaan. They'll make a choice that will be presented to them in the next book of Deuteronomy. Then we see this man named Phinehas. This is Aaron's grandson, and he demonstrates such zeal on behalf of God and his laws that God makes an agreement with Phinehas and says, these are, like, Phinehas and his line are the ones that are definitely going to serve me as priests in the new land, because Phinehas has some great zeal. He's very, very passionate on behalf of his God. And so it's a pretty nice ray of hope when we're looking at the story of Levi, because although they were supposed to be intermediates between the nation of Israel and God, we've seen them turning on Moses and questioning God's authority throughout the book. But now we see Phinehas, and Phinehas is on board with God and his law. Meanwhile, not on the plains of Moab, we see some of Israel's enemies hiring this prophet named Balaam. And you've probably heard about Balaam, or at least his donkey, which actually has a few lines in this story. But the big idea is that Balaam is a prophet for hire, and so Israel's enemies hire him to curse Israel, and Balaam goes along with it. But the problem is that, or at least the problem for Balaam, is that although Balaam tries to curse Israel 7 times, God will only allow him to pronounce blessings on Israel. So even though God has been dealing with people who are really disloyal to him and didn't count on his blessings when they had the chance to enter the promised land the first time, he is still providing for them from afar and holding the other nations and their gods at bay so that he can make good on his promises to the nation of Israel and their ancestors. And then, right before we head into the book of Deuteronomy and right before Israel heads into the promised land, we start seeing some more things coming together, just sort of starting to wrap up the books of Moses. So we have some more laws. Moses knows he's not going to make it into the promised land, so Joshua is named as his successor. Joshua, you'll remember, is one of the spies who brought back a good report on the land of Canaan. 2.5 tribes of Israel say, we really like this land on the east side of the Jordan River where we already are. Can we just settle here? And Moses says, yeah, that's okay, just so long as you're loyal and supportive to the tribes that cross over to occupy the land of Canaan. And so we're already seeing God making good on some of his promises of giving land to the people of Israel at the end of the book. And that is where the book of Numbers ends. So as you can see, there is a lot going on in Numbers, and this is a very, very condensed video. But it's very important for understanding the rest of the Bible, because we see this generational impact of people who are given a choice as a community to take God at his word or to make up their own rules and try to do things their own way. And when presented with that choice of entering the promised land, they didn't choose to obey God, and they paid the consequences. But God found a way to spare those that were loyal to him and also provide an opportunity for an entirely new generation to make their own decision. It's a marvelous look at how God works with the nation of Israel through the rest of the Old Testament, because we're going to see this motif of generations making decisions about how they're going to obey and remain loyal or disobey and be unfaithful to this God of theirs. So that's what the book of Numbers is all about. Now, if you want to know more about the whole Bible, including Numbers, you should check out my ebook. It's The Beginner's Guide to the Bible, and I've got a link for you to check it out down in the description for this video. If you want to see a shot of just the whiteboard, you can check that out at overviewbible.com/numbers. I'm Jeffrey with Overview Bible. I really hope this video was helpful. If you'd like to see more, I suggest you subscribe. That way I can notify you as soon as the next video goes live. Thanks very much for watching. The book of Leviticus. It's certainly not the most popular book of the Bible today.
Let us pause first.
And what makes it so important?
Mr. Gaspan, let's have a word of prayer first. May we hear from, it can be our opening prayer. May we ask Brother Mark to lead us in the word with a word of prayer. Brother Mark. Can you hear me, Brother Mark? I think he's on duty. Let us hear from Miss Maricel. Can you, or are you on duty also? How about Brother JR Muanya? Can you do the opening prayer? Brother JR.
I will volunteer, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you do the opening prayer?
Pwede ra Bisaya, ma'am?
Okay.
Muted.
You are on mute, Brother JR.
Balaan ug gamhanan niya Dios. Salamat kay Ginoo sa iyong pagkamatarong ug pagkamaayo kanamong tanan ingon nga mga estudyante labi na sa amo nga magtutudlo, ikaw magatabang, maghatag og kakaalam sa kanunay maghatag kusog labi na sa panagiusa amo batang Ginoo. Diniktahan sa gahom sa balan nga espiritu. Pasayloa kami Ginoo sa mga sala namo kung kami napakyas diha kanimo Dios amoy salig ang tanan. Pinagilaman sa pangalan ug gahom ni Hesus manluluwas. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brother Gaspan, for the assistance with our playing the video on the book of Numbers. Thank you also, Brother JR, for that wonderful prayer. Thank you, everybody, for being here this afternoon. I guess we can have unlimited English class session today. All right. Those of you who were able to watch the full video of the book of Numbers, can anyone volunteer to give at least 3 sentences using nouns that you've heard from the book of Numbers? from this video? Any volunteer, or I will just volunteer you? At least 3 sentences. Okay. Tahimik ang bayan ng Israel. Let us hear from Mr. Rodel Hiba. Narinig niyo po ba yung video?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, ma'am. Kapapasok ko lang po.
Okay. So, your excuse.
Yes, ma'am. We heard everything.
Oh, so there you are. So, Doc Laig, you may do the pleasure to introduce us the book of Numbers, stating at least 3 sentences, and then tell us what nouns did you use with your sentences. Sentence number 1.
About Numbers, ma'am.
Yes.
So the book of Numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Numbers is a book of wanderings.
Okay, that's your sentence number 1.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you say? Book of wanderings.
Yes. A book of Numbers is a book of wanderings.
What do you mean by wanderings?
Wonder, ma'am.
Okay, from the word wonder. Let me check if there's a word wanderings. Okay, wandering.
At least we are happy today.
I'm looking here at the virtual dictionary. It's telling us here, is wanderings a real word? But it says noun plural form of wandering. So, absuelto ka po. Pumayag sila. Nagawin mo plural ang wandering. Okay.
Yes.
So, can you
Thank you,
tell
ma'am.
us? Let's thank the dictionary. So, what are the nouns that you've mentioned in your first sentence? Tell us, what are the nouns? Can you repeat your sentence, number 1?
Ako, ma'am.
Yes, please repeat your first sentence.
Yes, the book of Numbers is a book of wandering.
All right. The book of Numbers is a book of wandering. You said wanderings. You're not that proud anymore to mention the S. But it's already legit, so it's all right. Okay, what are the nouns that you've mentioned in that sentence?
The book, ma'am.
The book. Okay, what kind of noun is that? Is it proper or common?
Common noun.
All right. And another noun that you've mentioned on that sentence.
Come again, ma'am.
What is, give me another noun that you've mentioned in your sentence. You said the book of Numbers is
Yes, ma'am. The word wandering, ma'am.
Okay, what kind of noun is that? Is that a concrete noun? Abstract noun?
I think abstract, ma'am.
Okay, abstract. Are there nouns? Parang meron pang noun dyan sa sentence mo. The book of Numbers is a book
The word's Numbers, ma'am.
Okay, so what kind of noun is that?
Common noun, ma'am.
Numbers? Numbers?
Numbers is a proper noun, ma'am.
Okay, so it's a proper noun. And is it a count noun or uncountable noun?
Count noun, ma'am.
All right. Okay, that's very nice. Thank you
Thank
so
you, ma'am.
much. Next. Who else has a sentence? Nobody.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes po.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
I just would like to share a thought. I think numbers is not countable. Yeah, it's countable because it's only one. It's only one book. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the book of Numbers is a proper noun, tama. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. Maybe Mr. Sparks is still partly asleep.
Because I'm thinking that there's no other yeah, it's okay.
All
No.
right. Okay. It's all right. Okay, let me hear from Mr. Henry in Juarez. Were you able to listen to the video? The full video? Mr. Henry, are you there? Okay, he's not. How about Mr. Daniel? I think you are there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you've
Hello?
witnessed the very first part of the video. So
Yeah.
can you give us at least one sentence about the book of Numbers from what
Yes.
you've heard from the video?
Moses did not reach the promised land because of his sin.
All right. That's a very impactful sentence. Okay, what are the nouns that you've mentioned?
Proper nouns, Moses.
Mhm.
And then I think promised land,
What kind of noun is promised land?
common.
Common noun. Okay.
Yeah, the
Can you-
proper noun is the Canaan.
Wow, that's great. Congratulations. So you understand nouns already.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear from Mr. Moises Pardo. Can you give us one sentence?
Israel have 12 tribes.
I'm sorry?
Israel have 12 tribes.
All right. So what are the nouns there?
Israel,
So what kind of noun is Israel?
proper noun.
And what else? What else is any more nouns from your sentence?
12
No more?
tribes.
12 tribes. So what kind of noun is that?
Common noun.
Common noun. And is it, how about the word tribe?
Right.
What kind of noun is that? Is that countable, uncountable, collective, abstract? Tribe.
Right. Tribes.
When you say tribe, how many is that?
One, ma'am.
One. Only one? So when I say Fajardo tribe, so that means only Moises is included in Fajardo tribe. When I say, oh, okay, there will be a reunion, Fajardo tribe. So is it only one? Only Moises is going to attend the reunion?
No, group of
Group of,
Collective, I think.
let's try to let Moises vindicate himself. Okay, so what is a tribe? Group of what?
people.
Group of people.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what kind of noun is that?
Collective.
Collective. All right. So if it's a group, so it's collective. So I wasn't able to explain much about the collective because everybody is excited to give their answers. I said that how are we going to use collective nouns as a singular and collective noun as a plural? And then everybody is keep on saying their own examples, collective noun examples. And that's very nice because that means you understand. But I wanted you to chew on this because we're eating nouns right now. If it's collective, so for example, logos students. So I can say that logos students are very active during their English class. So it means that what I meant is hindi lang kasi kayo, di ba merong exclusive na English students lang, English class lang, meron ding logos, yung limbs na puro theology ang klase. So dalawang klase kayo, di ba? And meron din naman na hindi sila, kasi kayo ay estudyante kayo ng English, estudyante rin kayo ng limbs. Meron din namang pure English English scholars lang. So dalawang klase. So it will become plural. Pero kung I am just talking of logos students is bright. I am talking of you as one group of people. Kaya pwede kayong lang siya, singular. So magiging plural siya pag ang ibig sabihin ko ay dalawang klase kayo, dalawang grupo kayo na magkaiba. Naiintindihan po ba natin?
Yes.
Yung hindi po nakakaintindi, please raise your hand or pwede pong mag-unmute. Okay, so tahimik. Another example. For example, when I entered the audiovisual room, the audience is very quiet. So, audience, pag sinabi mong audience, hindi lang yun isang tao ang nandoon. Di ba madami? Madami sila. Bakit is ang ginamit ko? Because I considered that na collective sila isang grupo lang sila, na pare-pareha sila, lahat sila quiet. Okay? Pero pag sinabi kong when I entered the audiovisual room, the audience are in chaos. Ibig sabihin kasi, iba-iba sila, iba-iba kayo ng ginagawa. Merong quiet, merong maingay, merong iba-iba yung ginagawa. So, parang I treated the subject as individual. So, yun po. Magiging plural siya depende dun sa gustong sabihin nung nagsasalita. At magiging singular siya kung tinatrato siya nung nagsasalita na isa lang silang grupo as a whole. Okay po ba? Naintindihan po?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Salamat.
Yes, ma'am. Noted po. Noted.
Salamat naman. Okay, so let's move forward. Pangatlong sentence natin ngayon for the Numbers, the book of Numbers. Let us hear from, sino pa ba yung nakarinig? Brother Mark, you're there. Were you able to listen to the video? Okay. Brother Gaspan, I'm sure you were able to listen to the video. Can you give us one sentence about the book of Numbers?
Moses numbers the people of Israel.
Wow. Okay. Moses numbers the people of Israel. When you say numbers, the people of Israel, you make the word numbers as a verb, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And is Moses doing that, numbering the persons of Israel right now? Is it happening right now? Because when you say numbers, that's ongoing right now.
Ongoing in his time.
In his time. So how are you going to I know you can, because you're a poet, you have the phonetic license. But for the benefit of the rest, let's try to, we are not making poem right now. We are not doing poetry, so let's make our grammar correct.
Okay,
It happened in the past, so please rephrase your sentence.
Moses numbered the people of Israel.
All right, very good. So please give us the nouns that you used in your sentence.
The noun is Moses.
All right, what kind of noun is Moses?
Proper noun.
All right, can you make Moses a common noun? How to make him a common noun?
The prophet
All
numbered
right,
the
nice.
people of Israel.
Very good. Okay, what else is your noun there?
Israel.
All right, what kind of
Proper noun.
proper noun? And can you make it common?
The people.
Just to think of the characteristic of Israel. So what kind, can you make it common? It's proper noun, so let's make it common noun.
Moses numbers his people.
Numbered.
Numbered his people.
All right, so that's so what's the common noun there?
People.
All right, thank you so much. So let's move on. Let's listen to the next video clip, because we have two books from the Bible wherein our reference from that we make as our reference from this part of speech that is noun. So let us try to watch Leviticus, the book of Leviticus.
The book of Leviticus. It's certainly not the most popular book of the Bible today. So what's it about, and what makes it so important? Hi friends, I'm Jeffrey with Overview Bible, and we're going to look a little bit at this really important but often misunderstood book of the Bible. Now, if you're really familiar with the Bible, then you already know that the Bible falls into two major sections. There's the New Testament, which looks at the teachings of Jesus and the teachings of his followers, and then there's the Old Testament, which looks at the relationship between God and the people of Israel. Now, Leviticus is the third book of the Bible, and it's therefore the third book of the Old Testament. The first 5 books of the Old Testament are known as the Torah, or the Pentateuch, or the books of Moses. And these were the foundations of the Hebrew faith. And right in the middle of this group of 5 books, we find the book of Leviticus. Now, the book of Leviticus gets its name from the tribe of Levi. which is a group in ancient Israel that was responsible for maintaining the temple and other holy artifacts that the ancient Jews used to interact with God. And this book is really important because it tells the beginnings of that whole story of how the ancient Hebrews interacted with this really powerful being that they believed was dwelling among them on earth. Now, we're going to look at the structure of Leviticus. We're going to look at the actual content of the book here pretty soon. But in order to understand why this is so important, we need to look at the theme of Leviticus, which can be summed up by a simple command that God repeats throughout the book. The book is set up with God giving messages to Moses, and sometimes Moses and his brother Aaron, to pass on to the people of Israel. And a repeated message from God is, "Be holy as I am holy." So the people of Israel are supposed to be holy, just like God is holy. But what does holy actually mean? Holy means separate, set apart, 100% sacred. It is not a common thing. And so what the ancient Jews believed was that their God, whom we'll just call God, was very, very holy. He was completely separate from the world that they lived in. He was high and above all humans, all animals, all features of nature, and all the gods of the other nations that the other folks worshipped. You might remember in the book of Exodus when God rescues the people of Israel from not only the people of Egypt, but also the gods of Egypt. That's what the ancient Jews believed. And so what we find at the opening of Leviticus, or right before Leviticus begins, is God has rescued Israel. He's taken them out of Egypt and led them into the wilderness, where he has made this agreement with them. And before he makes that agreement, we have this scene of God at the top of a mountain, Mount Sinai. He's appearing in this form of a fiery cloud. And then at the foot of the mountain, you have the people of Israel at the top there. And there's this great distance between God and Israel. That happens in the middle of the book of Exodus. That's when the people are hearing the Ten Commandments. But at the end of the book of Exodus, we have God, we have this cloud coming down and dwelling within Israel's camp. This is huge for the ancient world because you have this all-powerful cosmic being now living in a tent with regular mortal people. It's a huge thing to have to deal with. And so essentially what we're looking at in the book of Leviticus is God has moved in with Israel. We have this huge, powerful being that is now trying to coexist with mortals. Not as holy, not as powerful as their God. So Moses makes a tent, it's called the tabernacle, and this is like a portable temple. This is a place where heaven can meet earth. It's where the divine and mortal realms can overlap. And at the end of Exodus, we have this problem. Israel breaks some of the agreement that God made with them at that mountain. And so that's not very good. We already have it established that humans have a hard time living up to the standards of God. And even Moses isn't able to enter this portable temple. So Moses can't even come into this tabernacle to meet with God. So this is a problem. We have this very holy being surrounded by unholy people. But by the end of Leviticus, we have Israel knowing some laws that can allow them to interact with God and live in this camp with their God. Moses can enter the tabernacle. That's really good. We see God speaking to Moses in the tent at the beginning of the next book of the Bible, Numbers. And then by the end of Leviticus, we have an order of priests from the tribe of Levi that maintain purity. In fact, you might sum up the book of Leviticus as Israel's purity code for coexisting with their God. Now, when we talk about purity, it's very closely related to holiness. It's not necessarily about being good or bad. It's about being ceremonially clean or unclean. when you're in the presence of a holy being. So what we see in the book of Leviticus is this theme that the closer a mortal gets to God, the more ritualistically pure they're going to have to be if they want to survive. Because what we see happening in the book of Leviticus is God's holiness consumes impurity. It consumes anything that is not ritualistically pure, that hasn't made itself sacred to be in its presence. It just consumes it, almost like a fire consumes kerosene. The holiness of God consumes impurity. And so God helps the people of Israel live in his context, because if they're going to be close to this powerful being that wants to look out for them and protect them and provide for them and guide them through the wilderness, then they're going to need to set themselves apart from the rest of the world, because they need to be more ceremonially pure. They need to be more reverent and more set apart if they're going to be living with this holy other being. So that's the setup that we're looking at in the book of Leviticus. It's known as a rule book, and that's exactly what Leviticus is. It's God, through Moses and Aaron, giving the people of Israel in various groups of the people of Israel, that is, guidelines for how they can coexist in a very close proximity with a very powerful, holy being. So that's what's going on in Leviticus. And if you keep this in mind, then the structure of Leviticus becomes pretty straightforward. We start with rules for the priests, and the priests were these mortal people that went between God and the rest of the humans. So these folks were responsible for sacrificing animals. They were responsible for performing various rituals that helped remove uncleanness, this ritualistic impurity, from the people and from themselves and from the areas where they would worship God and meet with God, and help move people toward this state of cleanliness, or this state of purity. This is where we see many of the sacrifices, like burnt offerings and sin offerings, that show up in various parts of the Old Testament. And during this section, the first 15 chapters, Aaron, Moses' brother, has a really, really terrible day. Aaron is inaugurated as the high priest of Israel. That's been set up before, and his sons enter this priestly service. But the problem is he has 4 sons, and only 2 of them survive their priestly duties. 2 of them die because they don't engage with God in a ritualistically acceptable way. They don't treat him with reverence. We don't know specifically what it was that they did wrong. The book of Leviticus just says that they offered strange fire before God. And there are all kinds of theories about what that looks like, but the point is they were in violation of this status of being clean and presentable for this very holy, very powerful, very set apart being. But 2 of Aaron's sons survive and continue to serve as priests. So we have this setup of a group of people designated to go between the mortals and the divine, to offer sacrifices and perform rituals. And this culminates with the 16th chapter, which describes a very, very, very special ritual in ancient Israel. And we call it the Day of Atonement. And what this ritual does is it essentially cleanses or makes sure or preserves the purity of that tabernacle, that tent. It cleanses the holy place. That's that place where God and the priests could meet. And so once a year, they pretty much said, you know, we've been offering these sacrifices, we've been doing all these things on behalf of the people to keep the people ritualistically clean, but once a year we're going to do a full wipe, make sure that the place where we're meeting with God is pure and clean, make sure that any sort of sins or offenses against God have been accounted for. And so we on this day, we see two goats getting sacrificed. One of them dies, and one of them bears the collective sin of the people off into the wilderness. And that's where if you hear people referring to someone as a scapegoat, someone who bears the blame for someone else, that's where that term comes from. We've got a scapegoat involved in this ritual that cleansed the holy place, that tabernacle. And then the second half of the book, chapters 17 through 27, it's known as the Holiness Code. And so we've looked at the holy priests, we've looked at the holy place, and now we have guidelines for a holy people. These are rules. Some of them are for the whole nation, some of them are for the priests, but they basically spell out the ways that the people of Israel can behave in a more ritualistically pure way, or they can stay more ceremonially clean around God than the nations that are worshiping other gods. So that's what we see happening here. The standards are higher for the priests because they have to interface with God in the tabernacle. Obviously, the tabernacle needs to stay very, very pure. That's why we had that whole Day of Atonement ceremony that was covered earlier. We learn about some festivals that God gives to the people. Moses and Aaron teach the people how to celebrate and worship their God, and how he has taken them out of Egypt and made a dwelling place among them. So this is a really big deal for the ancient Israelites. And in this section, the people need to face a choice. And what Moses does is he says, you can choose between the blessings of living in a way that recognizes this holy being in your presence and maintaining purity, maintaining his laws and obeying him, and that brings blessings. Or you can disregard this powerful God that is living amongst you at your own peril and risk bringing on the curses of his discipline. So that's the book of Leviticus. It's a list of rules and rituals that the ancient Israelites believed would help them coexist physically with the creator of the physical realm. It's a really, really fascinating concept that sparked the need for this book. And I hope that this video has helped you understand why it was written and what it's all about. I'm Jeffrey with Overview Bible. I make videos and other resources like these to help folks understand one of the most important books that's ever been written. And if you want to understand the whole Bible, including the book of Leviticus and how it fits into it, I've actually written an ebook called The Beginner's Guide to the Bible. You can check that out in a link below. It's available on my website, overviewbible.com. I hope this has been really helpful. Hey, if you want to see more videos from me, go ahead and hit subscribe. That way I can notify you as soon as the next one goes live. I appreciate you watching. Thank you. The Book of Numbers is the fourth
All
book.
right. So thank you very much for that video. I'm sure everybody here was able to watch the video on the book of Leviticus. Okay, so let me hear from any volunteer who could give a sentence that is about the book of Leviticus.
Manya, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Muanya. Mr. JR.
Ma'am,
Yes, one sentence about the book of Leviticus. Did you watch?
Ma'am,
Medyo madami yata kayong tao dyan. Narinig mo ba yung video?
marami, Leviticus, ma'am.
Oo. Yung napanood natin na video.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Israel.
O sige, gawa ka ng sentence. Isang sentence about the book of Leviticus.
Kwan siya, ma'am, sa Leviticus. Leviticus.
Leviticus is, ano? Sige. Leviticus is about, ano? About what?
The book of Levites, ma'am.
Wow, that's great. Leviticus is about the book of Levites. All right. So what are the nouns that you used in that sentence?
Levites, ma'am.
Okay, what kind of noun is Levites? Proper or common?
Proper noun, ma'am.
All right. What else? Meron ka pang noun dyan na sinabi?
Common noun.
No, meron ka pang sinabi dyan na ano, meron ka pang na-mention meron ka pang ginamit na noun dyan sa sentence mo. Ang sabi mo, Leviticus is about the book of Levites. Ano pa yung isang noun?
Leviticus.
All right. What kind of noun is that?
Proper, ma'am.
Proper. Can you make it common?
Pwede po, ma'am.
I'm sorry? Sige, gawin mo siyang common noun. Ano ba yung Leviticus? So gawin mo siyang common kasi proper siya eh. Paano natin siya gagawing common noun?
Levite, ma'am. Levite.
Hindi, yung Leviticus ang gawin mong common noun kasi proper noun siya. Pangalan siya ng ano? Yung Leviticus pangalan siya ng ano? Ano ba yung Leviticus?
Leviticus, ma'am, is a kind of Levites, ma'am.
Di ba ang pinag-usap, di ba ano, nung nanood tayo ng video, ang pinag-usap, kanina ang pinanood natin about the book of Numbers. Ngayon, about the book of Leviticus. So anong klase yung Leviticus?
Be holy. Israel purity code for consisting, ma'am.
You are describing the Levites. Yung Leviticus, ano siya? Ano yung Leviticus? Naririnig ko yung coach mo dyan. Sino si coach? Kilala mo kami kay coach.
Holy phrase or holy place, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Ang mas nakakaalam naman ng definition ng Leviticus ay yung mga pastor natin dito eh. Pero this time kasi we are talking about the book of Leviticus. So si Leviticus ay isang uri ng libro. Okay? Genesis, the book of Genesis, 'di ba? Exodus, the book of Exodus. Pero may meaning yang mga yan. Pero ngayon kasi pinag-uusapan natin mga book, okay? The book of ano ba sunod? Genesis, Exodus, tapos the book of Leviticus, tapos the book of Numbers, tapos the book of Deuteronomy. So they are names of books ng Bible. So si Leviticus, siya ay uri na book. So paano natin gagawin common noun yung Leviticus, Mr. JR. Gawin mong common noun yung Leviticus. Anong uri ba siya? Ano ba yan?
Levites, Levites. Levites.
Lang, ma'am. I will help him.
Tapos ka na eh. Marunong ka na. Kailangan makapasa rin, kailangan maka-step din si Mr. JR. Hindi natin mapapayagan na maiwan siya sa kasi mag-exodus na tayo, papunta na tayo sa promised land. Mahirap naman kung maiwan siya. Mr. JR.
Ma'am.
Yung noun na Leviticus, 'di ba proper noun siya?
Yes, ma'am.
So para maging common noun siya, ano siya? Gawin mo siyang common. Kagaya ako, Lien Sanskrit, proper noun. Pag ginawa mong common noun si Lien Sanskrit ay teacher. Kasi walang pangalan, hindi mo alam kung sino. So common noun ni Lien Sanskrit, teacher. O kaya pwede ring woman, pwede ring mother. Yan yung mga common noun ni Lien Sanskrit. Pero pag sinabi mo na halimbawa may narinig ka, mother, tapos gawin mong proper noun si mother, pwedeng Lien Sanskrit mother. Proper na siya. So ngayon, ang pinag-uusapan natin ngayon dito ay itong Leviticus. Proper noun siya. Gagawin natin siyang common noun.
Ma'am, let me try.
Let's give one more try para kay Mr. JR para makasama siya sa ating Exodus. Yes?
Dili. Mo siyang common.
Oo, gagawin mo siyang common. Kasi proper siya eh. Kagaya ikaw, Mr. JR Muanya, proper noun yung JR Muanya. Gagawin kitang common, logo or English class student. So common na yon. Diba? Dahil lahat kayo English class student eh. So si Leviticus ay proper noun. Gawin natin siyang common noun. Ano ba siya? 'Di ba nagsimula tayo sa Genesis, the book of Genesis, the book of Exodus, the book of Leviticus, the book of Numbers, the book of Deuteronomy. So, anong klase yung Leviticus?
Tulungan na lang natin.
Sige, let us kanina yung gustong tumulong si Mr. Bael.
Yes,
Hitler.
ma'am.
Okay.
Try lang po, try. Leviticus, gagawin siyang common noun. Book of priest.
Alright. Pwede rin namang book na lang. Huwag na natin masyadong pahirapan yung sarili natin. Book
Yes.
lang. Common na siya. So pag sinabi mong basta book lang, hindi mo alam ngayon kung anong klaseng book yun o kung anong pangalan. So common na siya. Huwag na natin i-describe. Wala pa tayo dun sa adjective. Adjective kasi hindi-describe yun. Wala pa tayo dun. Nasa ano pa lang tayo. Madali. Madali. Huwag muna kayo dun sa difficult. Si Mr. JR, dinidefine niya, dinidescribe niya. So nandun siya sa sa adjective. Noun pa lang tayo. Nire-review lang natin yung okay. So tama rin naman yung sinasabi ni Brother JR. Kaya lang kasi advance na yung ginagawa niya. Okay, so
Pwede rin ako, ma'am. Ronnie Sibayan.
Mr. Ronnie. All right, another sentence.
Leviticus, ma'am, tribe, ma'am, tribe. Tribe.
I'm sorry.
Tribe, ma'am.
Are you
Tribe of divides.
tribe.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so to make the let me ask from Pastor Ray, Leviticus is can we make Leviticus as a kind of people? Leviticus.
Deacons, ma'am.
We are asking the expert from theological terminologies. Mr. Ray. Doc Ray.
Yes, ma'am.
Ang ano po ba, ang Leviticus po ba ay pwede siya, is it synonymous with Levites?
Levite ang ano. Oo. A
Pero yung
Levite is a group.
Levite, if it's Levite, how about Leviticus?
Leviticus is the book of priests.
All right. So it is not interchangeable with Levite kasi they are making it as a person
Hindi po. Pag sinabing Levitical priesthood, ay yung priesthood na sa tribe of Levites.
Okay.
Tribe of Levi.
Mhm.
Levi. Yung tribe is Levi. Tribe of Levi is Levites. Yung
okay.
origin ay si
Levi.
Levi.
All
or
right.
Levi.
Levi. We call them Levi. They are from the tribe of Levi.
Levi. Yes.
Levi, Levi, or Levite?
No, ang
Yung
Levi.
una, ma'am. Yung unang sinabi.
Let me hear from Doc Ray, please. Yes
yung si Levi, yun ang member ng yung isa sa mga sa 12 brothers.
All right, si
Kasi,
Levi.
Yeah, Levi. So,
All right.
yung kanyang descendants, yun ang ginawang
Levites.
mga
Levites.
yun ang tinatawag Levites, yung kanyang descendants.
Okay.
So, if you
Levi
come
is a
from
name.
the tribe, if you come from the tribe of, or you belong to the tribe of Levi, you are called Levite.
All right. So it's clear now.
In other words, Levi, yung Levite, parang siya, if you are a Levite, you are something like you are a Filipino.
All right.
Filipino.
You're from
Levite.
the Philippines. Okay.
Filipino. Tapos if you come from Benjamin, the tribe of Benjamin, you are called Benjamite.
All right. And it is not Leviticus.
And if you were
pertaining to a person. Leviticus is not pertaining to a person po.
Okay. If you were a maong, Levi's naman yun.
Ano yun? May yun may apostrophe.
Just kidding. Wala na, hindi na kasama yung Levi's.
Alright, so
501 na yun
So in short, ma'am, only book pala yan, book talaga.
Yes. We
The
don't
common noun of Leviticus is book.
Yes. Kasi hindi natin siya pwedeng na person
Literature po yun, ma'am.
Pwede siyang Levitical, di ba, Doc? Levitical priest, ganyan. So, para maging tao siya. Pero hindi Leviticus. Alright. So, yun po. Noun pa rin naman yan. Levi is a noun, tao, proper noun. Levite ay tao din, pero descendant or coming from the tribe of Levi. Okay. Kasi pag sa Tagalog yata niyan, Levi. Okay. Alright,
Yes,
another
Levi.
sentence. Let's move on na dun sa sa sentence ni Brother JR. Another sentence.
Can I try?
Who is this? Mr. Hiba? Okay, please.
Okay, correct na lang po kung mali ang sentence.
Yes.
According to the book of Leviticus, Aaron the priest.
Can you repeat? I didn't hear the last part.
According to the book of Leviticus, Aaron is the high priest.
All right. According to the book of Leviticus, not Aaron. When you say Aaron, yun yung niya yata, previous name, tapos naging Aaron. Si Abraham yata yun. Amram. Basta, but it is pronounced as Aaron. Aaron. Okay. Okay. According to the book of Leviticus, Aaron is the high priest. All right, correct. So what are the nouns that you use in that sentence?
Common noun, ma'am, is Aaron.
So what kind of noun is Aaron?
Common noun, ma'am.
Common noun si Aaron, so ibig sabihin madaming Aaron. Pag ginawa mong common noun ang Aaron, parang merong isang grupo na mga tao na puro Aaron ang pangalan nila.
Sorry, proper noun.
Okay. What else? What else is the noun that you use?
Book, ma'am, is common noun.
All right, nice. What else? Madami kang noun dyan.
Leviticus, ma'am, is proper noun.
All right. Okay. So, Aaron, paano mo gagawing common noun si Aaron?
Aaron, ma'am.
Common noun.
Common noun.
Gawin mo siyang common noun kasi proper noun siya eh. Parang si Rodel Hiba, proper noun. Pero pag ginawa kong common noun si Rodel Hiba, siya ay brother o kaya ay Seventh-day Adventist.
Okay, ma'am. Aaron is divide.
Alright. Meron ka pang noun dyan sa sentence mo. Sabi mo sa sentence mo, according to the book of Leviticus, Aaron is the high priest. Meron ka pang noun.
Is high priest, ma'am.
Alright. What kind of noun is that?
Proper noun, ma'am.
Proper noun?
Common noun.
Common noun.
Okay. So, high priest is a common noun. All right. Thank you. Next sentence. Mr. Arnel Marcaida.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sorry po at kabubukas ko lang at galing ako sa pag-blessing ng sasakyan.
Okay.
Blessing ng sasakyan.
You were not able to watch the video, right?
Yes, ma'am po. Yes po.
Okay. So, pass ka muna.
Opo,
Let's hear
ako.
from
Blessing.
nakasagot na si si Mr. Daniel. Mr. Edsel Alcantara. Can you give us a sentence? Are you there?
Try, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Try lang. The Day of Atonement. Is that correct?
Just can you repeat one sentence?
The Day of Atonement.
The Day of Atonement. Ano yun?
Incorrect.
A sentence, hindi pa kasi natin yun napapag-aralan. A sentence has a complete thought.
So
merong pinag-uusapan, may subject and merong predicate. Merong pinagchichismisan at meron ding kung ano yung chinichismis tungkol sa kanya. So that is a sentence. Pagka wala si subject or wala si predicate, it's not a sentence. So when you say the Day of Atonement, so meron kaming question mark. Ano 'yun? 'Di ba? So you try to complete that. It's not a sentence. The Day of Atonement is, what is it?
is a yearly sacrifice led by the priest.
All right. O, 'di ba hinabaan
Led
pa?
by the high priest. I mean, not the priest. High
All
priest.
right. Okay, now you're done with your sentence. Try to say it in one statement straight.
The Day of Atonement is the yearly sacrifice led by the high priest.
All right. The Day of Atonement is kulang ka ng article, is a yearly sacrifice. Ano pa yon?
Led by
by
the high priest.
Yan, nice. So wag nating kakalimutan yung mga article. Wala pa kasi tayo dun eh. Parang last pa nating pag-aaralan yung articles. Pero napaka-importante kasi nun. May malaking pagkakaiba kasi yung walang article at saka merong article. Kung merong a or an or
I mean,
walang a or
yes,
an. Okay.
Yearly, yearly is annual ceremonial.
All right. So, yes. What are the nouns that you've mentioned in your sentence?
High priest,
Okay. What kind of noun is that?
common noun,
All right. What else are the nouns that you've mentioned?
atonement,
Okay. What is that? What kind of
common,
noun is that?
common
Okay.
noun. Mm.
All right. What else?
Day,
Okay. What kind of noun is that?
common,
Okay. But when you say the Day of Atonement, pag yun, yung isang yun, inano mo, isang
Mhm.
noun siya, that is event, di ba?
Yes,
Noun is a name of a person, place, thing, or event. So it's
Mhm.
So it will become what? What kind of noun is that?
collective.
Event siya. So is it a proper or common noun ng event?
I think proper. So, kasi
Okay.
meron ko siya specific. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
yes. Yes, that's it. So when you say the Day of Atonement, it's a proper noun ng event. Okay?
Okay. Noted, ma'am. Okay.
Pero pag chinap-chap mo lang siya, day,
And
common.
atonement.
Atonement, common. Yeah. Pero pag isang isang...
Yung sentence po. Kasama siya.
Hindi siya sentence.
I mean,
Compound.
compound, compound pala.
So, Day of Atonement. So,
Yes,
yun.
ma'am. Noted. Noted, ma'am.
All right. Next sentence. Let's hear from...
Ma'am,
Sino
ituloy ko yung sentence ko na hindi natuloy dahil sa tribe of Levites.
Okay, go ahead.
Aaron is the high priest of Israelites.
All right. Aaron is the high priest of the Israelites. All right. So what are the nouns?
Aaron.
Yes.
And
hindi Tagalog si Aaron. Siya eh.
May barkada kasi ako Aaron.
Okay. Pero we're not talking of your dabarkads here. We're talking
of Aaron is the high priest of...
Taga Bulacan lang.
Not
Aaron. Leader yun ng LE.
Not Aaron, it's Aaron. Silent. Isang A lang ang gagamitin natin. Wag tayong masyadong maaksaya sa A.
Okay.
Let's conserve A. Okay.
Aaron is the high priest of the Israelites.
All right. Aaron is the high priest.
Aaron is a proper
Okay.
noun, and high priest is a common noun. Then Israelites is a proper noun.
All right. How can you make Israelites common?
People, ma'am.
All right. How about high priest? How can you make it proper?
Proper.
High priest. Proper.
High priest.
Pangalanan mo si high priest.
Aaron.
All right. And how can you make Aaron common?
He.
That is not noun anymore.
Aaron.
Make him common.
Man.
All right, nice, very nice. So I guess you understand noun. Let's talk about this until 4:30 and then after this we'll proceed with pronoun na.
Okay na ako, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. The next sentence Let's hear
Ma'am,
from,
I try,
who is
ma'am.
this? Oh, there you are.
Maricel
Gising ka
Tubor.
na. Gising ka na. Kanina
Yeah,
ka pa namin
I
nagtawag.
may vacant ako, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
I try, ma'am.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I try. My sentence, ma'am, is Moses, he led the Israelites from Egypt to Sinai.
Okay. Moses, he lead. Alam na namin yun eh, si Moses, tapos mahihi ka pa. Pili ka lang, ano ba ang gusto mo? Gamitin yung Moses o gamitin yung he? Okay.
Moses led the Israelites from Egypt to Sinai.
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 Alright. Pag Sinai kasi, ano yan? Tayo lang yan, tayo lang nag-uusap. Eh pag ano, hindi na nila maintindihan. Yan. Pag hindi na sila Pinoy, hindi na nila maintindihan. Alright. So,
Sanay na.
Sinai. Sinai. Okay, ma'am.
Right.
Moses, ma'am, is noun, a proper noun.
Okay.
Egypt, proper noun. Sinai, proper noun. Israelites, common noun.
Israelites, common noun?
Yes.
Common noun. Pag sinabi ko bang Filipino, common noun yun?
Marami kasing Pilipino.
Marami kasi. So we're talking of plural here. Singular and plural. Let's talk about proper and common. Israelites. Paano mo ba siya isusulat? Capital I or small I?
Capital, ma'am.
Oh, capital mo pala siya isusulat eh. Eh bakit mo siya sasabihin common?
Proper.
Oh, yan. Patunayan mo kasi nasasakdal ka. Very good. Can you repeat your sentence? Nakalimutan ko na sa sobrang haba. Can you repeat your sentence?
Wait, mama, I remember. Moses led the Israelites from Egypt to Sinai.
All right. Sabi mo Moses lead. Pag lead kasi ano siya? Nasa base form siya. Past tense na siya, so led. Moses led. All right, led. Alam ko naman ang ibig mong sabihin, yung pronunciation lang ang problema natin. So, Moses led. Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's all right. So, ganon. Okay, how are you going to make Moses common?
Man.
Okay. And Mount Sinai, how can you make it common?
People.
Mount Sinai?
Place.
Place. All right. Any more common noun for Mount Sinai aside from place? Meron pa. Para gawin siyang small letter, how are you going to make it common? Kasi Mount Sinai is a proper noun, so capital M, capital S.
Home.
I'm sorry?
Home.
Home. So sino nakatira doon? Okay, so another common name for that is mountain. 'Di ba?
Yeah, yes.
So pag wala siyang pangalan, pag walang pangalan yung mountain, common siya. Pero since may pangalan siya, Sinai nga ang pangalan niya. So that makes it proper noun. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am. I learned a lot.
Next, who else wanted to? Mr. Rodel Amansek.
Yes, ma'am. My sentence is, God gave His covenant to Moses at Mount Sinai.
Wow. Parang ano yan parang summary na ng ng book. Pero parang dun sa ano yan? Dun ba sa Leviticus diniscuss yan? Hindi ba sa Exodus or sa Deuteronomy?
Parehas lang, ma'am, kasi nandyan yung yan binigay yung Book of Rules, yung covenant. Yung
So
na-mention
din siya doon. Ang alam ko
Yes.
kasi pagka talking about the Ten Commandments na, ang alam ko niya nasa Exodus lang at saka Deuteronomy. All right. Okay. So, what are the nouns that you've used?
Noun is God, covenant, Moses, and Mount Sinai.
Wow, ang dami. Ang daming points. So, what kind of nouns are they? Pangalanan kung ano.
God is proper noun,
Mhm.
covenant is common noun, Moses is proper noun, Mount Sinai is proper noun.
Okay. So since they are common and proper, so make the proper common and make the common.
I cannot make God as common because God is God.
All
But the
right.
covenant, I can make it proper noun to 10 commandments, the 10
Okay.
commandments. And Moses, the prophet, Mount Sinai is the mountain, to change it to common nouns.
All right. But I agree with you that God is only one and he is proper. But there is also a common noun for God, gods. 'Di ba? Merong mga Diyos-Diyosan eh.
Yes, but this is referring to the Almighty God.
Okay.
And this is capital letter G.
All
So
right.
there's no other God before God.
Okay. All right. Hindi na po ako makikipagdebate.
Parang debate na yan, ma'am. Ma'am, initutuo na niya, ma'am.
Pwede kaya
Debate na yan, brother
Meron ka
Miguel.
na pong ebidensya, so okay na po. Hindi na po ako lalaban.
Debate.
Ma'am, parang pwede na po yun, Ma'am,
I'm just
parang pwede rin po yung-
justifying it, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
So don't worry.
Ma'am, parang pwede rin po yung ekad.
What's that?
Elohim,
Ekad.
but Elohim is also is
Ekad.
already no
I think ekad is pwede. Ekad.
No, we cannot use ikad to replace God
Okay.
because ikad is a plural of noun.
Oh, all right. Okay.
It's a plurality of
Singular meaning, pero plural form.
yes,
Tama po.
yes.
So,
But it's not referring to God.
theologians speak.
Maybe
But it's not
Adonai or El.
Adonai is also noun.
Okay,
And-
okay.
And
Proper
Adonai,
Adonai
is
is
it
also
Is it
It's a proper noun also. It's the name of God.
Generic name po kasi yung God. So, kapag sinabi po natin
But we cannot if you look at the this is always a noun, a proper noun
Yes.
for me.
Hmm.
You cannot replace this God
Yes.
to make it
Yes.
common noun
Yeah. Okay.
unless you want it to have a common noun for God, then you will have a gods before him.
Okay. We will become atheist pagka ganun.
Yes.
All right. Wag na po natin yang okay na po.
This is not debatable.
Yes.
The name of God is not
Yes.
debatable.
Yes, yes, yes.
Please note on this.
Yeah. I agree. Oh, pinupukpok na po ng ng judge ang kanyang martilyo. So, no further words. Okay. All right, next sentence na po tayo. Okay na po.
Okay na ma'am, okay na ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay, next sentence po. Ay, lagpas na tayo sa 4:30. Meron pa bang gustong magbulalas ng kanilang business? All right. Miss Favorite? Miss
Yes,
Suzette?
Miss.
Mrs. But Miss is it's a general term as formal address to a person. Let me just this is just a trivia. When I was teaching they are professionals, business accountants, and I'm teaching them business English. Dahil ang mga Japanese ay very polite sila, talagang tinatawag nila teacher Lien, ganyan. We have to correct them kasi magkaka-level lang tayo. Just address your teacher as Miss Sherlyn, like that. So it's a formal address to as a sign of but I can call you Mrs. Suzette Favorite if that's what your classmates want me to. All right. Yes, Mrs. Favorite.
Leviticus tells us about the holy sanctuary.
All right. So what are your nouns there?
Nouns is Leviticus. Leviticus.
Okay, what kind of noun is that?
Proper noun.
Well, how can you make it common?
The book tells us about the holy sanctuary.
All right. Okay, what another noun that you used?
Holy sanctuary.
Can you repeat?
Holy sanctuary.
Holy sanctuary. Okay. So what kind of noun is that?
Proper.
Proper. Holy sanctuary.
Yes.
All right. So parang pangalan siya. Kasi kanina sa video, no, nilagay niya holy. Okay. So proper noun siya. And how are you going to make it common? Common noun.
Temple, miss.
Or you can just simply say sanctuary.
Okay. Sanctuary.
Kasi maraming pwedeng gawin nating sanctuary eh. Pero hindi naman siya holy. Okay. All right. So, are we good with this? Kasi ano na tayo? Or Mr. Alan Kasisiman, you want to? You want to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Share with us your sentence.
God speaking to Moses to the Mount Sinai.
Can you repeat? Please repeat.
God speaking to Moses to the Mount Sinai.
Parang medyo sumakit yung nervous system ko. God is speaking. You have to use is.
Okay.
God is.
God is speaking.
All right, go ahead. Make your sentence straight.
God is speaking to Moses to the Mount Sinai.
Pag sinabi mo kasing to the Mount Sinai, parang doon nagsasalita ang Panginoon sa Mount Sinai. Okay? God is speaking to Moses to the Mount Sinai. Ano ang ibig sabihin mo niyan sa Tagalog? Anong gusto mong sabihin sa amin? God is speaking to Moses, tapos to the Mount Sinai. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Sa Tagalog.
Ang Panginoon nagsalita kay Moses sa Mount Sinai.
Ibig mo sabihin sa Mount Sinai. So, hindi siya to the Mount Sinai. Ang dapat ay at the Mount Sinai. Okay na?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. What are your nouns?
God, Moses, and Mount Sinai.
Okay. So, wag na nating pag-usapan yung God kasi baka magtalo na naman tayo. Ano pa yung isa? Moses. It should be Moses. Kasi yung Moises, Pilipino yon. Classmate nyo nga yan eh. Dalawa nga sila. Pero Moses. Okay. So how are you is it proper or common? Moses.
Common.
Common?
Proper. Proper pala.
Ano talaga? Yung
Proper.
galing sa puso mo? Proper. Bakit siya naging proper?
Only one Moses.
Moses.
Moises.
Meron natatawa dun sa ano mo, sa sinasabi mong Moises. Pinoy daw si Moises. Okay, so proper noun. How are you going to make Moses? Wag mo siyang gawing Pilipino, hindi kasi siya Pilipino eh. How are you going Moses a common noun?
People.
Okay. Hindi pa natin napapag-usapan. Pag sinabing person, isa lang yon. Tapos, pwede mo siyang gawing plural, persons, ganon. Pag sinabi mong people, collective yan eh. Pwedeng isa, pero usually, pag tao, yung halimbawa, madaming tao, or ano, ang ginagamit natin, people. At yung people na yon, hindi mo na siya lalagyan ng S. Kasi pag sinabi mong people, collective siya, group of persons yun. Okay. So, ang mas appropriate na common noun kay Moises or kay Moses ay person. Pag people kasi, parang madaming Moses, halimbawa, yung isang grupo na yun, puro Moses yun. Ganun. So, okay. Okay na tayo?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Alright. Ay, meron ka pang noun doon. At the mountain. Ay, sinabi mo ba mountain o Mount Sinai? Mountain yata yung sinabi mo, no?
Mount Sinai, ma'am.
Okay, Mount Sinai. So what is Mount Sinai? Common or proper?
Common.
Oh, common. So madami palang Mount Sinai. May Mount Sinai doon sa lugar na yon, may Mount Sinai din sa mga ibang lugar.
Proper pala.
Okay, proper. Are you sure na dyan? Sure ka na dyan? What's your final answer?
Sure, ma'am.
Ha?
Proper.
Okay, proper. Bakit siya naging proper?
Paano siya? Place.
Oo nga. Pwede rin namang pwede rin marami ring pwede rin maging common yung place. Bakit mo siya natawag na proper? Anong palatandaan na proper noun?
Most holy place.
Mount Sinai yung pinag-usapan lang natin, di ba? So, bakit siya naging proper? Yes? Parang Alan kasi Seaman. Are you proper noun or common noun?
Proper, ma'am.
Bakit mo nasabing proper noun yung Alan kasi Seaman?
I'm only one, Alan.
Oh, that's it. So, gamitin mo rin yung statement na yan para ma-absuelto ka. Why did you come up with a conclusion that Mount Sinai is a proper noun? Because
it is a place and
ano yung ginamit mong reason sa ano mo kanina? Sa pangalan mo kanina?
Mount Sinai, Moises, God spoke.
Alright. Kagaya nung sentence mo kanina sa sarili mo, there is only one Alan kasi Seaman, di ba sabi mo? So there is only one Mount Sinai. Okay? Huwag natin masyadong pahirapan. Sinasummarize mo pa yung yung content ng Leviticus. Huwag na. Yung lang. Yung according lang dun sa sentence mo. Okay? Madali lang pinapahirap lang natin. Are we clear? Okay na?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You understand the difference between proper noun and common noun?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right, are we good? So, can we proceed to pronoun? How about Samuel, Rana? Were you able to watch the video? Sir?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No.
Okay. So, hindi na kita tatanungin.
Opo, hindi ko nakahabol po.
Kasi yung nakapanood nga, medyo nahirapan pa sila eh. Hindi naman
okay,
sila
ma'am.
hihirapan. Pinahirap nila. Gusto nila kasi isang sentence lang gusto nila i-summarize talaga yung book. Alright. How about Brother Mark? Are you there? Tawa ng tawa to si Sister Maricel.
Yo, ma'am. Nakikinig lang kasi ako, ma'am.
Okay. Were you able to watch the video?
Yes, ma'am. Leviticus.
Alright. So, ibulalas mo na yung yung itinatago mo dyan na sentence. Sentence lang hindi
Leviticus.
paragraph
Apo, Leviticus is about Book of Dietary Law.
Wow! Pero hindi niya minention yan sa video niya. For sure, hindi siya Adventist. Okay. Pero hindi ko naman pwedeng sabihin mali yung sentence mo kasi tama yan sa atin. Dahil tayo, matik na alam natin na yung Leviticus ay ganyan.
Nasabi na kasi nila lahat, ma'am. Kaya yun ang ginamit ko.
Pero kasi kapag ka nasa korte tayo, pag tinanong ka, kung anong tanong, yun dapat ang sagot. Kasi,
Opo, ma'am.
paano na lang kung hindi Adventist yung nagtatanong sa'yo, mamaliin niya yung yung ebidensya. Okay. Nasabi na ba nila lahat? Pero parang ang dami-daming sinabi ni Mr. Jeffrey ba yun? Napakadami niyang sinabi tungkol sa Leviticus. Yan lang ang hindi niya minention. So, yung ebidensya mo, Mr. Mark, ay parang hindi natin tatanggapin sa korte. Can you recall some more? Mahaba yung video niya. Napakadami niyang minention. Yan lang hindi niya minention.
Okay, ma'am. God spoke, be holy, because I am holy.
Okay? So, God, can you repeat in one straight, isang bagsak? Sige.
God spoke, the people of Israel, be holy, because I am holy.
Alright, so yung God spoke mo ba, merong kama yun? Or diretso?
May kama, ma'am.
God spoke. Pero pag sinabi mo, kailangan merong God spoke to the people of Israel. Kahit wala ng kama.
Okay po.
Okay. Pero pag direkta mong sabihin God spoke, be holy for I am holy. Pag direkta mong sinabing gano'n, dapat may kama tapos may open and quote. Yung dalawang quote na nilalagay natin sa taas, quotable quotes, yun. Pero kapag wala kang ginamit na ganun, kailangan merong God spoke to the people of sige. So pakilagyan mo ng to, ulit mo yung sentence mo.
God spoke, be holy,
God
because I am
spoke.
holy.
So gusto mo i-directa na meron ng quotable quotes yon, open and quote. Okay. All right, so what are the nouns that you used?
Noun, ma'am. Ano ba yung sinabi ko? Nakalimutan ko na.
Yan ang sinasabi ko. Masyado kayong matatalino kasi.
God spoke, bro.
Ano yan?
Pinaalala pa sa'yo.
Pakiulit nga, bro. Sulat ko na nga.
Ma'am, debatihin mo na yan, ma'am.
Masyadong matatalino tong mga to eh. Isang sentence lang ang hinihingi mo. Bibigyan ka ng yung summary ng book ng Leviticus. Pambihira. Sige.
Ma'am, hingin mo yung yung mahirap, ibibigay sa iyo simple.
Minsan hindi ko na maintindihan kung yung sarili ko na hindi ko maintindihan eh.
Yun kasi narinig ko, ma'am, yung nakasulat doon, be holy. Parang ganun.
Alright. Pero yung sarili mo, hindi mo narinig, no? Galing. Sige. Go ahead.
Sinusulat ko, di ko maalala.
Masyado kasi kayong madaming iniisip. Isang sentence
Kuya
lang.
Mark, nasulat mo sa inbox, iulit mo. Sinulat
sige,
mo sa chat box.
Meron ka secretary. Buti na lang may secretary.
Basa ko yun.
Minsan mahirap din yung masyadong matalino kasi eh. Yung simple lang yung tanong, complicated yung sagot. Okay? Kaya mo yan.
Ano ba yung sinabi ko pala, ma'am?
Andyan, basahin mo daw.
Wala dito eh.
Ayan sinulat na ni Brother Gaspan.
Ayun, be holy as I am holy. Yan, ma'am.
Pero hindi siya ang nagsabi niyan, God. Sabi niya.
God
Hindi
spoke,
hindi si Mark.
be holy as I am holy.
Alright. So what are the nouns?
God.
Okay. Wag na nating pag-usapan yun. Hindi na natin gagawing ano yun, common or proper. So what kind of noun is that?
Holy.
No, what kind of noun is God?
Proper, ma'am.
Alright. Okay, what else ang noun mo dyan?
Ano pa ba, ano dito? Ito lang may nabanggit ko. Di ba may kasunod pa, ma'am? Makalimutan ko. Israel, ma'am. Yung nabanggit ko pa yata Israel eh.
God spoke to Israel.
Opo, Israel. Yan.
Be holy.
Common. Proper.
Proper.
Opo.
What made you say that it is a proper noun? What made you say that it is a proper noun, yung Israel?
Proper noun.
Gaya nga ng sabi nila, madami daw yun.
Israelites, ma'am.
Yung Israelites ang madami. Pero yung Israel, isa lang.
Isa lang.
Okay. So how can you make it common?
People of Israelites.
Common na siya pag naging Israelites? Small letter na ba? parang babalik na hindi na talaga tayo makakaakyat doon sa eroplano, babalik na naman yata tayo din sa ano.
Hilo na ako, ma'am.
So how can you make Israel common? Huwag niyo munang isipin yung komplikado. Isipin muna natin yung basic. How can you make Israel common? Common noun for Israel. Sige.
People, ma'am. People, ma'am. Yung sinabi ko na rin kanina, people of Israel.
Yun na nga eh. Sinabi mo kasi people of Israel. So kailangan i-ano natin.
Opo.
Okay. Alright. Sige. Move on na tayo. Alam ko naman na yan. Naiintindihan nyo na yun. Nag-iisip kayo ng ano. Gusto nyo lang talaga difficult level na. Easy pa lang yung ano eh. Yung question natin. Nandun na kayo sa difficult. Okay.
Human po, human.
Human. Alright. That's correct. Alright. So I think we're good. Are you ready for pronouns? Let me try to share my screen.
Tapos kung mahimo
Okay. Alin na nga ba yun? Ito ba yun? Can you see my screen?
Wala pa, ma'am.
Wala pa, di pa nag-view.
Ayan, mayroon na, ma'am.
Meron na. So, if you are seeing my screen, what can you see? What's the title?
Pronouns to announce.
All right. Pronouns to announce. Okay. Pagka mag-a-announce tayo, gumamit tayo ng pronouns. Huwag palagi yung pangalan na yun ang babanggitin natin para meron nakakaumay. Yan. Okay, so pronouns sa Tagalog ay panghalip. Okay? Pronouns. So ang pronouns from the word noun. Yung panghalip naman from the word halip, panghalili. Yung sa halip na, halimbawa ako yung naatasan na mag-message, mag-speaker kaninang devotional. Pero dahil sa hindi ako nakarating, hindi ako nagising ng maaga, so sa halip na si Lien Sanskrit ang mag-message, ay si Brother Mark ang nag-message. So sa halip na, panghalili, sa halip na. Pronouns, so the definition is here. Take the place of nouns. So pag wala si noun, siya yung pangpalit. And another definition, substitute for nouns. Mas madali nating maintindihan yung substitution pag sa basketball, di ba? So, yun. Sa Tagalog naman ay panghalili sa pangalan. Pangalan ay noun. Tapos, another definition, ibang tawag sa pangalan. Kung sa ating mga sariling pangalan, pwedeng nickname yan or palayaw natin. Okay? So that's it. Now let's move to who can read the parts of speech. I cannot see you na kasi nandito na yung screen. Number 1, who can read number 1? Mr.
Ako ma'am. Mr. Bael po.
Okay. Please read number 1.
The dog howled.
Okay. So, bakit yan ang, sa palagay mo, bakit yan ang ginawa nilang example sa noun? Pakibigyan mo ng justification yan. I-justify mo na dapat dyan siya nakalagay sa number 1.
Pangalan, ma'am.
Walang pangalan yung aso?
Yes. Walang pangalan yung aso. So, what makes anong klaseng noun siya?
Common noun.
Alright, nice. Okay, number 2. Who can read number 2?
Try, ma'am.
Sino yan?
Alan.
Alan, okay. Please read.
Pronoun. It woke the baby.
All right. It woke the baby. So, alin dyan ang pronoun daw? Yung it, no?
Yeah.
So, maari na pinalitan lang nila yan kasi hindi naman yan talaga ang pangalan niya. Pwedeng, ano ba yung pwedeng makapagpagising sa bata?
Ingay.
Ingay. So, pwedeng noise woke the baby. Yun yung noun. Ngayon, ginawa niyang pronoun. So, it woke the baby. O, any more, another person, any more cause? Any more thing that will cause the baby to be awake? Any volunteer? Sino pa ba?
Loud radio.
Sino yung nagsasalita?
Loud radio, ma'am.
Who is that?
Leonardo po.
Okay, please try to say it in a complete sentence. Using loud radio.
The loud radio woke the baby.
All right, very nice. So, naintindihan po natin na pang-replace siya, pampalit doon sa noun, ang pronoun. So, it woke the baby. The loud radio or the noise woke the baby. Number 3, can you read? Volunteer?
Ako, ma'am.
O ma'am. Germonia, ma'am.
Okay, please read number 3.
Number 3, ma'am. Verb, the loving mother comforted the baby.
Okay, alin daw dyan yung verb? Alin dyan yung verb?
Comforted, ma'am.
Alright, comforted. So, hindi pa natin yan nadidiscuss. Alam naman natin, para short lang na, mabilis lang nating matandaan. Verb is an action word. So, pag may action, verb yun. So, comforted. Di ba may action tayong ginawa? Kung ano man ang paraan para ma-comfort mo yung baby, maaring binuhat mo siya, or pinatulog mo, kinantahan mo. Yan. So that's how you comforted. So you show, you exerted an action. Okay. You can read number 4. Ma'am Maricel, naka-break ka pa rin ba or hindi na pwede? Miss Maricel? Hindi. Wala na siyang reaction. Baka nakapasok na siya sa ano? Sa kubol. Sino pa ba dyan? Maisip lutuin eh.
Ako, ma'am.
Sino yan?
Ronnie Sibayan.
Alright. Sige. Please read number 4.
Number 4, adjective. The caring father rocked the baby.
Alright. Alin daw ang adjective dyan?
Caring.
Alright. Okay, so since hindi pa natin napapag-aralan kung ano ang adjective, short short discussion. Adjective is describe.
Describe the action.
Modifier. It describes noun and pronoun or another adjective. Yeah. So sa palagay mo, alin ang dinidescribe ni adjective dyan? Alin ang dinidescribe ni caring?
Caring father.
Okay, so yung
Father.
All right, thank you. Next, number 5, adverb. You can read. Mr. Sino pa ba ang nandyan? Letter A tayo. A. Mr. Edsel Alcantara. Are you there, Mr. Edsel? Wala na siya. A pa. Sino pa ang A dyan? Amansek. Mr. Rodel.
Yes, ma'am. Adverb. The dog howled loudly.
Okay. So, why do you, I know you know that. So you can explain it to the class.
Okay. The loudly describes the adverb, the verb. So meaning.
What's the verb?
The verb is howled. Loudly is the adverb which describes the verb.
All right. So, yun po tatandaan natin. Dalawa kasi sa parts of speech ang nagdi-describe, si adjective at saka si adverb. Si adjective, ang dinidescribe niya, noun and pronoun. So, alamin natin yung noun and pronoun. Si adverb, ang dinidescribe niya ay si
the verb.
Adjective and another adverb. Okay. Yeah. So, in this sentence,
Normally, ma'am, one thing I observed when you are encountering this adverb, it usually ends with ly.
Yes.
Loudly, quickly, fortunately, it describes the verb.
Yeah. Okay, so pag titingnan nyo po, number 1 na na example, the dog howled. Pagdating ng number 5, the dog howled loudly. So, dun sa sa number 1, ang pinag-uusapan lang natin kasi doon noun. May noun doon, tas may verb doon. Ang verb doon ay howled. Pagdating natin sa number 5, dinugtungan na natin yung
howled,
sentence niya.
Verb.
Kagaya ng ginawa niyo po kanina, hinihingian ko lang kayo ng sentence para mahanap natin yung noun. Ay binibigyan niyo ako ng mga komplikadong sentence. Kaya nasa difficult na tayo level. So ito po, the dog howled loudly. So this time, dinugtungan natin yung simple na sentence.
Pero kasi wala pa nung AWR Manila eh. Wala pa dyan di pa sila nag-ano.
Okay na ako, ma'am.
Violation na baka
Okay na.
Thank you. All right, number 6.
May robot na eh.
Yes.
So, maghapon na music, may mga naka-insert na mga AWR.
Miss Lynn, okay na ako?
Yes, thank you.
Hello.
Mr. Arnel Morcaida.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Can you read number 6? Naririnig ko kasi yung boses nyo. So, para hindi masayang yung boses nyo, please read number 6. Nakamute yata kayo, sir. May diferensya yung ano nila, sound. Okay, let me skip you first. Baka, who's this? Miss Suzette?
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Preposition. The baby cried for a long time.
Alright. So what is the preposition daw?
For, miss.
Okay. So hindi pa natin kasi na-discuss yan. Preposition, quick description lang, position. Alam mo ano, paano, yun yung mga tanong eh. For a long time, yun yung mga sagot mo. Sasagutin mo yung tanong na, kasi merong mga preposition na saka na natin i-discuss. Basta yan, position. Yan. Number 7, conjunction. Who can read?
Ako na po, ma'am.
Sino yan?
Arnel Marcaida po. Sorry po, may bisita lang ako sa media center kanina.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Number 7, conjunction. The baby gazed at his mother and father.
Alright. Alin daw yung conjunction?
And po.
And. So, conjunction nagko-connect. Okay? Pwede kasi din yan na ano, na dalawang clause or dalawang phrase na pinagko-connect niya. The baby gazed at his mother, tapos and the father hugged the baby, ganyan. So pinagsasama niya. Ano pa ang another conjunction? O pwedeng but o kaya while. Yan. Nagko-connect conjunction. Next, number 8. Let me hear from
Miss.
Sino yan?
Si Alfred po, Miss. Interjection. Few, the baby fell back asleep.
All right. What is the interjection?
Few.
All right. Interjection, yan po ang pinakamadali na parts of speech. Expression lang siya. Phew! Ganyan. Whew, the baby fell back asleep. So, expression yun. Okay? Who can read the picture here? What's in a name? Let me try. Sino ba ang nandyan? Moises? Mr. Moises Fajardo?
What's in a name?
Mm-hmm.
What does the name Bible mean? Greek word biblos, common word for book, scroll, or roll. But is the Bible just a book?
All right. So parang ano lang siya, pang trivia or pang catch ng attention. Gusto niyo bang sagutin ang tanong diyan? What does the name Bible mean? Alam ko may mga kanya-kanya kayong meaning ng Bible eh. Let me try.
Yan, debate.
Parang nag-i-invite na naman ako ng debate, no? Yung mga hindi pa nagsalita. Si Doc Laig. What does the name Bible mean for you?
Come again, ma'am. I couldn't hear you.
What does the name Bible mean? Ano ibig sabihin ng Bible para sa iyo?
The Bible is the word of God.
Wow.
And it is a good to read it.
What?
It is a good to read.
Good to read. It is good to read. All right.
It is good to read.
Okay, it is good to read. So gumamit na siya ng pronoun. Very nice. Pakiulit mo nga, Doc. Pakiulit mo yung barely dalawang sentence yan eh.
Yes,
Sige,
ma'am.
All right, go
The
ahead.
Bible is the word of God.
Mhm.
It is it's good to read.
Nice. So nai-apply niya na. Hindi na natin sasabihin the Bible is a good book to read. Tapos the Bible is ano yun? Nice ba yun? Ano nga yun? Yung second
Good
sentence.
to read.
Yeah,
It
the
is
Bible.
good to read
Hindi na natin
Bible.
sasabihin the Bible is good to read. Gagamitan na natin siya ng pronoun. It is good to read. All right, who can answer another answer for what does the name Bible mean? Sino pa ba ang mga nandyan? I-imaginein ko na lang.
Oo, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ronnie Sibayan.
All right.
What does the name Bible mean? Bible mean two books.
Okay.
By books. So Bible.
All right. Okay. So for you, Bible means two books.
Yes, ma'am.
And what are those two books?
The Old and New Testament.
Nice. Okay. Last person to answer this question. Sino pa? Another Rodel. Yung isang Rodel, Mr. Rodel Hiba.
Ako? Okay.
Are you there? Mr. Rodel
Ako, ma'am?
Hiba. Rodel
Ay,
Hiba.
okay.
Wala siya? Wala siyang audio? Another. Sino pa ba ang nandyan? Mr. Alfred. Favorite.
Yes,
What does the name Bible mean?
the Bible is the Holy Scriptures.
All right. Okay, another sentence. To use a pronoun. Para magamit mo yung pronoun kasi ang ngayon ang ginamit mo, noun. Another sentence.
Another sentence.
Using a pronoun.
The Bible is...
Hindi mo na gagamitin yung Bible. Pronoun na.
Teka. Naloading ako.
Loading. Mag-isip ko muna, anong pang pronoun mo sa Bible? Anong palit mo sa Bible?
Word of God. Word of God po.
It naman. Hindi ko pa kasi nadi-describe, hindi ko pa nadi-define. Sige. It is, ano pa?
It is the law of God.
All right. Nice. Okay. So, mag-proceed na muna tayo sa description ng pronoun. So, tapos na tayo sa nouns, no? Proper, common, singular, plural, compound, countable, uncountable, concrete, abstract, possessive, collective. Alam na natin yan. Ang possessive, parang hindi natin masyadong natalakay, pero alam na natin yun. Yung possessive meaning, showing ownership. Halimbawa ay Alfred's massage chair. Yan. Siyang ibig sabihin, si Brother Alfred ang may-ari nun. Alfred's apostrophe S yon. Or pwede nating sabihin, ano pa ba? Alan's motorcycle. Yan. Ibig sabihin, motor ni Alan. Okay, so yan yung possessive. Collective noun, alam na natin yon, di ba? Group. You will call it as a group. So collective. Concrete naman, you can use your senses. Pag abstract noun, hindi mo magagamit yung senses mo. It's either nararamdaman mo lang, naiisip mo. Countable, nabibilang, uncountable, ano siya, yung hindi mo siya pwedeng masabing kung ilan. Yan, uncountable. Singular, plural, alam niyo na yon. Compound noun, hindi lang siya isang word, group of words siya. So alam na rin natin yung proper at saka common. So now let's, sino magbabasa ng parts of speech na poem? Let me hear from Leonardo Gaspan. ang ating poet.
Come again, ma'am.
Please read the poem, the parts of speech. Poem.
The
Mali.
parts of speech, the parts of speech poem. Every name is called a noun. As field and fountain, street and town, in place of noun, the pronoun stands. As he and she can clap their hands, the adjective describes a thing. As magic wand or bridal ring, the verb means action, something done. As read and write and jump and run. How things are done, the adverbs tell. As quickly, slowly, badly, well, the preposition shows relation. As in the street or at the station, conjunctions join in many ways. Sentences, words, or praise and praise. The interjection cries out, heart. I need an exclamation mark.
All right. So with this poem, we will be able to know na, alam na natin ang 8 parts of speech. Pag tinandaan lang natin to, maganda siguro i-memorize natin to para matandaan natin yung 8 parts of speech. Nandiyan na na-summarize niya na yung lesson natin for the whole trimester. Okay, so how do you like it? Do you like that poem? It's summarized. Yes. Okay.
Very well, ma'am.
All right. How about this one? You like this one?
I don't that, ma'am.
Merienda.
You are going to make 2 sentences. One, the first sentence is a noun, and the second sentence you make it a pronoun. Papalitan natin yung basta tatandaan natin pag sa tao, he, she, we, they, pagkabagay, it. So puro bagay naman to, so 2 sentence.
Try ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Rodel Amansek. Pili ka lang dyan, wag 3. Isa lang ang piliin.
Okay. Bibingka is one of the Filipino delicacies. It is delicious.
So what is your noun?
Bibingka.
Okay. Another, meron pa.
Delicacies.
All right. So what kind of noun is bibingka?
Proper noun.
And
delicacies is common noun.
Okay.
The pronoun I use is it.
Okay, can you repeat your sentence?
It is delicious.
All right. So the pronoun that you use is it. So it's not good if you repeat the bibingka again. Bibingka is delicious. When you say bibingka is one of the delicious delicacies ba? Ano yung first sentence mo?
One of the Filipino delicacies.
Okay, bibingka is one of the Filipino delicacies. Meron ka pang isang noun do.
Filipino.
Okay. So
Small letter F.
All right. Bibingka is one of Filipino delicacies.
Yeah.
Tapos,
common noun, Filipino.
Yeah. And when you say bibingka is delicious, so redundant, masakit na sa tenga pag inulit pa ulit natin. Kaya kailangan andun si pronoun. It is delicious.
Delicious.
Para hindi nakakaumay. Para masarap pa din. Okay, next. Next, who want to try? 2 sentences. First sentence, noun. Second sentence, pronoun. Mr. Sino pa bang nandyan? Parang kumukonti na ang tao. Ilan pa ba tayong nandyan? 21 pa, oh.
21.
Bakit hindi ko na nararamdaman yung iba? Andyan ba si Ma'am Manilyn? Ma'am Manilyn, are you there? Parang hirap siya magsalita. Mr. Moises Fajardo. 2 sentences. 1 noun, Second sentence, use pronoun. Pili ka lang ng isang pagkain dyan. Isang merienda lang. Hindi pwedeng lahat.
Halo-halo is a dessert food. It is
Okay.
delicious.
All right, nice. So what is your noun on your first sentence?
Halo-halo.
All right. And what kind of noun is that?
Proper noun.
All right. Meron ka pang noun dyan. Halo-halo is, ano sabi mo?
Delicious. It's a dessert food.
All right. So another noun mo dyan ay, ano yung isa mo pang noun? Food. Okay. What kind of noun is that?
Common noun.
Okay, your next sentence mo, it is delicious. So what is your pronoun? It. Okay. So it's masakit sa tenga kung ulitin mo na naman yung halo-halo. Next. Sino pa ba ang pwede diyan? Sino diyan ang gusto ng bilo-bilo? Iba-ibang parang iba-ibang region, iba-iba ang tawag. Ang unang alam ko dito, ginatan. Pero sa iba kasi, pag ginatan, pwedeng ginatang gulay or whatever. Sa iba ang tawag bilo-bilo. So,
Sa amin, kiniler.
ha?
Kiniler.
Wow, ang sarap, parang ang sarap nun. Parang foreign food.
Kiniler, ma'am. Kiniler.
Okay, meron pa bang iba na term dyan? Any region na iba ang tawag? Kasi kanina pa nagsasalita si brother.
Sa amin, lugaw.
Lugaw?
Yeah.
Yan?
Sa amin, binignet.
Sino yan? Sino yung binignet? Saan yan? Who's talking ng binignet?
Bisaya naman, Bisaya.
Who is that? Mr. Aris? Nandyan pala si Mr. Aris. Ba't ang tahimik mo?
Ngayon lang ako nakapasok kasi galing kami sa church school activities.
Okay. Okay. So nung dumating ka ay merienda time na. So you use that in a sentence. Yang ano ba tawag niyan sa inyo? Binignet?
Binignet.
Okay, use that in a sentence. Dalawang sentence, yung una noun, second sentence use pronoun.
Benigness is so sweet.
All right. Okay, second sentence. Pronoun na, it na. It is?
It gives you pronoun is the first word to be used.
Can you repeat your second sentence? It gives you what?
How can I express?
Say it in Tagalog so that we can help you.
It is very famous here in Visayas. It is famous here in Visayas.
Okay. So, what is your noun on your first sentence? What is the noun that you used? Your first sentence.
It is very.
No, binignet is ano ba yon? Is famous ba yon? Binignet is famous.
Yes.
So, what are your nouns there?
It is very. It is famous. I only use famous.
Famous. Is it a noun? It's not a noun. What is the noun in your first sentence?
It is abstract noun.
Famous. That's
am I right? The famous word is an abstract noun.
No, that is an adjective. It describes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So the noun is binignet. Binignet is the noun. All right.
Yes,
And,
the proper noun, binignet.
okay. So and on your second,
But my sentence is it is famous here in Visayas. I did not use binignet. I only use the word it is famous here in Visayas.
okay.
So there is no noun.
Okay. There is a noun also. Kahit na ang ginamit mo ay it is very famous here in Visayas. It, yun yung pronoun. Meron ka pa rin sinabing noun dyan.
Yes, Visayas.
Okay, nice. What kind of noun is that? What kind of noun is that?
It's a proper noun.
All right, nice. Okay, thank you. So, pwede na tayong mag-move on. Kakarating mo lang ba, Sir Aris, dito sa slide na to?
Yes, yes po, yes po.
Okay, so, okay. I guess everybody already knows what the taste of the food. Okay, so here we are at the pronouns. Pronouns, words that take place of nouns in a sentence. Pronouns can be, so meron siyang, meron lang tayong 4 na i-discuss sa pronouns. Pwede siyang subject. Pag subject siya sa sentence, pag tatandaan natin sa isang sentence, yung subject, siya yung pinag-uusapan. In our term for today, siya yung minamarites. Subject yon. Okay, so it can be I, you, he, she, it, we, they. So when we use it in a sentence, he sang at the party. So tungkol kanino, tungkol saan ang pinag-uusapan dito? He, siya yung pinag-uusapan natin. So ano siya? Ano nila? So si predicate din yung sang at the party. Dinidescribe kung ano yung tungkol kay subject. So another example of subject na pronoun, I was here first. So ako ang pinag-uusapan dito, hindi kayo, hindi siya, hindi sila. Ako, I was here first. Okay? So that is the subject. So I will here at least 2 persons to give an example for using pronoun as a subject. Let me hear from Kid. Are you still there, Kid? Bael? Wala na siya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you use pronoun as a subject in your sentence? You can use I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Make a sentence.
I go to Tara tomorrow.
I will.
I will go to Tara tomorrow.
All right. So why did you use that word? Why did you use?
I?
Yes. So
because tomorrow I left here and I will proceed to Tara for our crusade for 2 weeks.
Okay, so
2 weeks
you are the subject of that sentence. You are the one we are talking about. Okay, so that is how we are going to make it as a subject. All right, I think it's very clear. All right, pronouns can also be the object. Pag sinabi nating object, usually it follows the verb recipient siya ng verb. Kagaya ng ano natin dito, ng ating examples. The guests liked him. So, siya yung tagasambot ng verb. Sino ang gusto nila? Him. Siya. Ganyan. Object of the verb. So, another example, please give me the tickets. So, ang verb ay give. Kanino mo ibibigay? Sa akin. So, pag object ka ng verb, These are the pronouns that you are using pag siya ay object of the verb. Me, you, him, her, it, us, them. It's wrong na gagawin mong object ang I. Tingnan nyo, pag sinabi nating it's wrong to say, di ba ang object dito ng him, ang subject niya ay he. It's wrong to say the guest like he a lot. Di ba mali? Pagka gagawin mo siyang object ng verb, it should be him. Pero kung subject siya, kung siya yung pinag-uusapan, it should be he. Pero pagkatapos siya ng verb, pagkatapos siya ng action, it should be object. Ang function niya dapat ay object. It should be me, you, him, her, it, us, them. Sila, siya, ganyan. Okay. Next sentence, please give me the tickets. It's wrong to say, please give I the tickets. Di ba pangit? So pagka after ng verb, dapat ang gagamitin nating pronouns ay itong mga to, object. Okay. Another is singular pronouns or plural pronouns. Ano ba 'yon? Pag singular pronoun, I, my, mine, myself, you, your, yourself, he, his, him, himself, she, her, herself, it, its. So, pag singular, etong you kasi pwedeng singular plural eh. So, hindi natin yan pag-uusapan. Pero itong mga iba, pag sinabing singular, isa lang siya. And pag plural siya, we. O, di ba? Tayo, kami, we, us, our, ourselves, they, sila. Yan. So, yan po. Ang atin namang reference na book from the Bible ay the book of Matthew. Okay, next. All right, another aspect ng pronoun. So alam na natin yung subject. Alam na rin natin yung object. Basta tatandaan lang natin yan. Pag subject I, pag object me. Okay, you at you parehas lang. He, him. She, her, it, parehas lang. Pag subject we, pag object us. Pag subject they, pag object them. Ang pangatlong aspect ng pronoun ay reflexive. Ano ba yung reflex? Nagre-reflect. Myself, ako lang to, ako mismo. Yourself, ikaw mismo. Herself, siya mismo. Yung ganyan, ourselves. So, who wants to read number 1? Example?
Can I?
Okay, please read number 1.
He helped her with homework.
All right. Yung he, ano siya, subject or object?
Object.
Yung he?
He, balalaki. Subject, ma'am.
Okay, ay yung her, ano siya?
Her. Object, ma'am.
Okay. Her. So, pag sinabing he, subject, siya yung pinag-uusapan eh. Kaya siya yung subject. Pag sinabing her, ay object siya. Bakit siya naging object? Kasi ano siya eh, tagasalo siya nung verb. He helped her. So, basta ang lagi lang natin tatandaan pagkatapos niya ng verb, object siya.
Yes.
Sasabihin natin, he helped she with homework. Di ba pangit? He helped she. So, it should be he helped her. Okay, next, number 2. Sino pa ang gustong magbasa?
Ma'am, I try.
Sino yan?
Alan.
Okay.
I have a question, ma'am.
Yes?
I have a question.
Okay.
Is it the object? Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Namumute ka yata, hindi ka namin narinig.
Is the object is always at the middle?
Depende.
It depends. Ang lagi mo lang tatandaan, ano siya, tagasalo siya nung verb. After the verb. All right. So
can we use it in the can we use the object? Can we use the pronoun object in the first word of a sentence?
Pwede rin. Pwede rin. Her homework. Her homework helped him. Pwede rin. We will discuss that sa next na siguro. Kasi these are basic. We are just discussing the basic. We will not yet deal on the complicated part of this. Okay? Let's finish first.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's finish first para mas maging klaro. Okay? Sino nga yun yung nagbabasa? Alan? Is that Alan?
Yes.
Okay.
She gazed at herself in the mirror.
All right. She. What is she? What kind of pronoun is that?
Subject.
Bakit mo nasabing subject siya?
Guess. Bae.
Yes, alam natin na babae yan. Ano ba yung sabi natin ang subject? Ano yung subject?
Pinag-usapan.
Yes. Yan, siya yung minamarites. Tapos, yung herself, anong klaseng pronoun si herself?
Objective.
Tignan mo, dun sa kodigo natin, si herself, ano siya? Saan siya nakagrupo?
Herself.
Tsaka yung kulay niya, oh. Sino yung kakulay niya dyan?
Green.
Okay. So,
Myself.
anong klaseng pronoun siya?
Reflexive.
Alright, reflexive. So, nagre-reflect. Siya mismo. Walang iba. Siya. Siya mismo. Okay. Next, number 3. Sino ang mag-volunteer sa number 3?
Ma'am.
Sino yan?
Samuel, ma'am.
Okay, please.
It was delivered to them on Tuesday.
Alright. What is it? What kind of pronoun is that?
Object.
Pakiulit.
Object.
Why did you say so? That it is a subject? Kahit Tagalog, sige. Dahil kasi, bakit siya subject? Ano daw yung subject? Ano siya sa sentence? Siya yung pinag-uusapan. Kaya subject siya. Okay?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, yes, ma'am. Mute pala ako.
Nakamute.
Opo.
So,
object pala, ma'am, ang it.
Ano? Ano yung it?
Okay. Subject, ma'am. Subject.
Okay. How about yung them? Ay, saan na ba tayo? Oh, yes. How about yung them?
Object.
Okay. Bakit mo nasabing object?
Dahil ma'am, siya yung object ng verb na delivered.
Okay, nice. Nice explanation. Okay, thank you. Next, number 4. Parang hindi ko naririnig yung iba. Parang 4 lang yata ang nandito. Andiyan pa ba si Mr. Daniel? Are you still there, Mr. Daniel? How about Mr. Jacob?
Ma'am, andito ako kayo. Nagmamarket ako eh.
Sino yan, Daniel?
Daniel.
Nasa market,
Daniel.
market ka. Hindi mo nakikita yung yung slide natin?
Nakikita ko naman.
O sige, pwedeng ano, wag mo munang bayaran yung binibili mong isda dyan. Pag-English muna ka mo dyan. Okay, number 4. Sige nga. Ano, wala, nawawalan ka ng signal.
Ay, ito, hindi, okay naman.
Okay, sige. Wala kami narinig eh.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Ang naririnig namin yung mga nagtitinda.
I will just read, ma'am, number 4.
Yes.
We took a picture of ourselves.
Okay. Yung we, anong klaseng pronoun siya?
Pronouns we is subject.
Okay. Bakit mo nasabing subject siya?
Because it refers to people. We.
Yes. Oo nga. Bakit mo nasabing subject siya? Ano ba yung subject? Anong sabi natin doon sa subject? Siya yung ano?
Siya yung
center of the story.
Marites.
Siya yung minamarites sa sentence.
Siya yung minamarites.
Okay. And then ourselves. Anong klaseng pronoun? Si ourselves.
Reflexive.
Reflexive. Bakit mo nasabing reflexive?
Ourselves.
Oo. Bakit siya reflexive?
Inilarawan niya ng tayo. Ourselves.
Oo. Ano tawag dyan? Nire-reflect. Tayo mismo. Okay. Walang iba. Okay. Thank you. Sige. Bayaran mo na yung binibili.
Wala ko sa focus, ma'am. Sa market.
Oo. We understand. Okay. Next, number 5. Sige. Thank you. Next.
Pusyas.
Oh, sir. Sige, sir. Number 5.
They barked at us.
Okay. What are the pronouns?
They subject.
Why? Why did you say that it is a subject?
It's because they refers to something bark.
Marites.
Marites. Oh.
Yung minamarites, siya yung pinag-uusapan, siya yung pinag-uusapan, kaya siya sinabing subject. Siya yung topic. Oh, siya yung topic eh. Kaya
topic.
I have a question, ma'am.
Yes?
I have a question.
Okay.
Is it possible to create a sentence without a part of speech?
Without the parts of speech, it's not possible. Kaya na-invento ang parts of speech kasi sila talaga yon, sila yung ano, yung mga words ay nagfo-fall sa 8 parts of speech. Okay?
Us. Yung us, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sige. All right. Ano po yung us? What kind of pronoun is us?
Us is object. It's because it refers us.
Yes.
Na tayo, tayo yung pinag-usapan. Tayo. Us. It refers to person.
Yeah, we know that it refers to the person. Tapos sabi mo object. Object, 'di ba? Why did you say na it is object?
Object. Yes, because the subject is about us. Tayo yung subject ng topic.
Ang subject kasi they. Tapos yung as, object siya. Pag sinabing object, Siya ang recipient ng verb. Siya ang taga-salub.
Salok.
Okay. So, si
Okay.
as ang recipient ng verb na bark. Okay. Sino yung ano?
Yung pinatutungkulan.
Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Let's move to the next slide. All right. Nababasa niyo ba? Lakihan natin. Wala kasi akong makitang colored na ano eh. All right, pronouns. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Okay, alam na natin yon. For example, you can replace Becky with the pronoun she. Alam na natin yon. You can replace Bobby with the pronoun he. Alam na natin yon. You can replace Becky and Bobby with the pronoun they. Diba? So, gagamit tayo ng ano. Who can give 3 sentences na ganito? Na papalitan yung noun ng she, papalitan yung noun ng he, and then papalitan yung nouns ng they. We need 3 sentences. So, kailangan natin ng mag-asawa at saka isang single. A couple and a single person. Mr. and Mrs. Favorite, tapos yung third sentence ay si Brother Mark. Hindi ko lang alam kung single talaga si Brother Mark. Okay, so Mr. Favorite, make a sentence using a girl or a female. Female pronoun, so she. Mr. Favorite, are you there?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Use the pronoun she.
She is gorgeous.
She is gorgeous. Mrs. Favorite, Mrs. Suzette, make
He loves me.
Loves me. So she is gorgeous, he loves me. Now, Brother Mark, make a pronoun. Pagsamahin mo yung si he at saka si she na sinabi ni Mr. and Mrs. Favorite. So use the pronoun they.
Ikaw na, Daddy.
Mr.
Brother
Pronoun. Mr. Mark. Are you still there, Mark? Wala na siya. Miss Maricel, are you there? O sige, si Mr. Edsel, are you still there? Sino pa ba ang nandyan? Mr. Rodel Hiba, are you still there? Mr. Moises, ito yung totoong single eh. Mr. Moises Fajardo. Pagsamahin mo yung sentence ni Mr. Favorite tsaka ni Mrs. Favorite, gawin mong they.
They. Sorry ma'am, I didn't hear the...
Okay, sige, sasabihin ko. Ang sabi ni Mr. Favorite, she is gorgeous. Si si Mrs. Suzette, ang sabi niya, he loves me. So ang gagawin mo ngayon, they are describe mo yung si he at saka si she. They are
lovers.
Okay. They love each other. Okay. All right, so that's it. Pag wala tayong binanggit na pangalan, ni-replace natin yung noun at pronoun na siya. Ganun po. Pag hindi natin gustong gamitin yung pangalan, at pronoun yung gagamitin natin. So that's it. Okay, so next part ay the subject of the sentence. Pag subject siya ng sentence, yan yung mga minamarites. Ito yung mga yon. I, you, he, she, we, it, they. Right? He slept during the movie. He slept during the movie. So, pinagchichismisan nila siya. Yung lalaking yon ay natulog nung habang siya ay nanonood ng
movie. So pinagchismisan nila yung lalaking yon. Alright, pagka naman siya ay object, me, you, him, her, us, it, them. Did you ask him about the movie? So, object of the verb lagi eh. Tinanong mo ba siya? Yan. Action, yung nagre-receive ng action, tinanong mo ba siya tungkol sa movie? So, yan po. Pag object siya, me, you, him, her, us, it, them. Okay, so ano pa ba yung sa ilalim niya? Pronouns can also be possessive. They can show ownership. So, paano mo sasabihin ownership? Siya yung may-ari nun. Used alone. For example, whose laptop is this? So, pag tinanong ko kayo, whose laptop is this? Itong ginagamit ko. Ang isasagot mo, it is yours. Hindi nyo sasabihin, it is you. Diba? Mali yun. Parang mong sinabing ako yung laptop. So, it is yours. Sa'yo yan. Yan. Ngayon, tatanungin ko si Mr. Rodel Amansek. Whose phone are you using right now?
Ma'am, come again. I'm busy right now.
What? What are you? What?
May ginagawa lang ako. Hindi ako nakafocus.
Okay. We're talking about possessive na ng pronouns.
Okay,
So,
okay.
I will be asking you, whose mobile phone are you using right now?
My phone. It's my phone.
My phone. No, it's wrong. It should be mine. It's mine.
It's mine, yeah.
Yeah. That is, ito yung mga possessive pronoun. It shows ownership. Mine, yours, hers, ours, theirs. Ganon. Laging may S. Yung may lang ang walang S. Mine. So, sino pa ba ang mga nandyan? Mr. Alan Kasisiman, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Whose book are you whose Bible are you using when you are going for a Bible study? Kaninong Bible ang ginagamit mo? Whose Bible are you using when you are doing Bible study?
It is my Bible.
It's wrong.
It's my-
Okay lang yan. It is my Bible. Okay lang yan. Pero kasi
It is my own Bible.
it is mine.
Mine. Oh, yeah.
It's mine. Okay. Tama rin yun. It is my Bible. Pero mas tama kung it is mine. Okay? Yung it is my Bible, that is Filipino English. Okay? Pero yung kung gusto nating medyo in tayo sa mga Western, ganyan, it is mine. Yeah. Pag sinabi mo kasing it is my Bible, parang ini-English mo yung word for word yung Tagalog.
Ma'am, can I speak?
Sino yan?
Rodel, ma'am.
Okay, sige.
Okay. The correct answer is really it is mine. But since you are asking me a while ago, that's why I said it is my phone.
All right.
So I don't think there's a wrong in my answer. It depends on how you reply to the person.
Okay. All right.
You get what I
Yes,
mean, ma'am?
yes. It is my
because
phone.
because if you are normally conversing with a person, you will definitely say it is mine. But when I was caught up upon asking me, that's why I answered it is my phone.
Yeah.
Because I'm handling my phone.
Yes. That is it depends upon the situation nga eh.
Yes.
Kaya hindi ko sinasabing Pero sinabi ko sa iyo mali, no? Because
Yes,
kasi kanina hindi ka naka-focus, 'di ba? Hindi mo na ano yung topic.
yeah,
Our
yes,
topic
ma'am.
kasi is possessive. Kaya
Oo,
ko lang
kasi
sinabing mali.
kasi
Pero
pagka
Mm.
normal conversation, continuous conversation, ang isasagot mo talaga, it is mine.
Mm.
Pero
Yes.
kung you are caught in the act na natanong ka bigla, sasabihin, this is my phone. Parang ganun.
Yes. Oo.
Oo.
So, I said wrong kasi because we are on this topic. Pero it doesn't make it na hindi siya isang fact na mali talaga yon. Tama yan in your situation. Sa'yo naman talaga yung phone.
Yeah.
It just so happened.
That's why I said I was not focused kaya hindi ko alam yung the full picture na pinag-uusapan. So I came up with that answer.
Okay. So ayan na naman po kami. Pupunta na naman kami sa korte.
I'm just justifying my answer.
Okay. All right. Okay, so hindi ko na nga tatanungin to si Mr. Rodel. Lagi na lang kayo mapupunta sa korte.
Ma'am, konting ano lang.
Yes.
Konting analysis lang. No.
Sige po.
Yung first statement ni Carodel, tama yun. Kung mayroon kang tinuturo, mayroong object na tinuturo na whose Bible is that? Or whose cell phone is that? So pwede kang sumagot, it is my cell phone. Or pwedeng it is mine. Pero yung tanong kasi iba kasi sa Tagalog, kung Tagalog pa natin yan, Bible ko ito, no? This is Bible? Cellphone pala, no?
Sa akin to. Oo.
Cellphone ba? Cellphone?
Yes, cellphone. Sa akin
Cellphone.
to.
Bible. Okay. It is ang Tagalog nga, i-translate nga natin para ma-analyze natin, no?
Sige po.
It is my cell phone.
Sa akin
Sa Tagalog,
ito.
ano yan?
Ito ay
No.
cellphone ko.
Pwedeng cellphone ko ito.
Cellphone ko ito.
Cellphone ko ito. Kasi pwede mo
Cellphone
namang
ko
sabihin,
ito.
akin to. Di ba? Sa akin.
So, parang hindi siya angkop na sagot talaga doon sa tanong eh.
Yung
Na,
cellphone ko ito. Kasi parang nag-lecture. Parang nililecture.
Wala naman nakikipag-argue doon sa Pag sinabi mo kayong cellphone ko ito, you're expressing position, no? Position. Parang mayroong issue ba? Mayroong issue na
hawak.
Kung sinong may-ari ng cellphone, no? Parang okay naman siya, hindi naman siya mali, pero hindi lang siya parang hindi siya fitting na cellphone ko ito. Kasi hindi ko lang pero kaninong cellphone ang dala mo?
Akin. Pwede mo sabihin kasing akin
Dapat
na lang.
akin lang. Pero pag sinabing cellphone ko ito, parang may parang may kumukontra sa iyo.
Parang may nakaangkin na iba. Okay.
Parang may nawala na hinahanap sa'yo.
Parang question, parang kino-question yung ownership mo eh.
Oo, yun. Tama. You got it.
Yung dating ng sagot. Okay na yan sa akin. Okay na yung akin.
Kaya sabi ko kay Sir Rodel, hindi ko na questionin kung kanya yun, sa kanya talaga.
Pinakatama yung mine lang talaga. Sure, akin. No? Akin. Kasi pag sinabi mo pang cellphone ko ito, parang bakit? Hindi ko naman sinabi na yung cellphone.
Hindi ko naman inaangkin
Pero tama yung kay Carodel eh. No? Kapag nabigla ka talaga, okay naman.
Kasi angkinin ng iba.
Parang may hinahanap na sa'yo na tanong eh.
Para tuloy
nagawan.
Tama.
Parang may nawawalang cellphone and then bigla kang tatanungin. Alam naman na yun ang cellphone mo, tatanungin ka pang cellphone mo ba yan? Parang gano'n.
Para tuloy si Tomas nagulat lang eh. No?
Oo nga eh. Nagulat lang si Tomas.
Mhm.
Sige
Okay.
po, okay na yun?
Settled na po ba tayo, Mr. Rodel?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ano lang, tawag dito. At least pampabuhay lang sa
Yeah. And for those who are listening, sana hindi ito nakaka-confuse to them. This will make us more basta maintindihan natin kung alin yung dapat, kung alin yung tama. Hindi siya mali na fact, pero mali siya doon sa doon sa topic natin kasi. 'Yun. Walang ibang may-ari niyan kaysa Rodel. Okay.
Kaya ma'am medyo kaya sabi ko kanina I was not focused kaya ayun na naisagot ko. Pero pagka conversant ka naman na ma-develop naman na yung yung ganong sagot.
Okay. So, next na po. Move on na tayo ha. Malapit na tayo matapos. Isa na lang yung Alright. So, ito po yung pagkakaiba ng mga gamit ng ating pronoun. Lakihan natin. Kaso hindi siya na... Alright. Ay. Sorry. Saan siya? Subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive adjectives, possessive pronouns. So, alam naman natin yung adjective, di ba, nagde-describe. So, ito po. Pag subject pronoun siya, ako na lang muna magbabasa para makatuloy-tuloy tayo. I am happy. I like banana. So, ang subject pronoun dyan ay, walang ibang pinag-uusapan dyan. Ako lang talaga. Ako lang yung minamarites. Minamarites ko yung sarili ko na ako ay masaya, na gusto ko yung banana. Okay? So, subject. Pag ginawa siyang, yung ako ay naging object pronoun, she talked to me. So, naging siya, tagasambot siya ng verb. She talked to me. Nakipag-usap siya sa akin. Walked with me. So, basta po, siya, tagasalo siya ng verb, object po siya. Kasi mali kung sasabihin natin, she talked to I or walk with I. Mali, di ba po? So, yan po. Possessive adjectives. My book is lost. Ayan na nga yung kay Brother Rodel. It is my phone. Okay. Possessive adjective. I found my book. Yan. Describe, di ba? Dinidescribe kaninong book, my. Yan. Dinidescribe niya kung sino ang may-ari. My book is lost. Possessive adjective. Ito naman, possessive pronoun. Salma took mine. Kinuha ni Salma yung akin, yung sakin. Those are mine. Yung mga yon, akin yon. So, ganun po. So, yun lang yung pagkakaiba nung it is my phone, yung sagot ni Brother Rodel, it is my phone. So, possessive adjective siya. Dinescribe niya yung yung phone, sino may-ari nun, my phone. Pero kung ang kailangan nating malaman ay kung ang function niya ay possessive pronoun, it is mine. Okay? Sa akin. Yung isa, ito ay cellphone ko. Yan. Ito, yung isa naman, sa akin. Ito ay sa akin. Okay? Next ay subject pronoun. He is a doctor. He watches TV. So, alam na natin, minamarites natin yung taong yon, yung lalaking yon, na siya ay doktor, siya ay nanonood ng TV. Yan. Minsan binubulong pa natin, lalo na kung crush natin yung yan. Ito namang object pronouns, I saw him before. So, tagasalo siya ng verb. The boys like him. Verb po yung yung may action, yung saw, nakita, tapos him. Mali kung sasabihin natin, I saw he before. Pangit, di ba po? Pangit din, the boys like he. So, it should be him. Another, his mother is kind. So, possessive adjective. Dinidescribe yung mother. Di ba? Anong klaseng mother? Mother niya, sa kanya. Yun, yung description doon, is kind. May description ng mother. His mother is kind. He sold his car. Yan. dinidescribe yung car, his car. Okay? Possessive adjectives. Pag-aari na, dinidescribe pa. Ito namang possessive pronoun, the desk is his. Yung ano na yung table na yun sa kanya. Sa kanya, siya yung may-ari. 'Di ba? Hindi mo na sasabihing basta yun po yung tamang word. His, ganyan. Or mine, yours, theirs, yan. So, continue ko na lang po. She was inside, she eats cake. Pinagchichismasan natin yung babae. They called her, tinawag siya. So, may verb, called, tapos ang tagasalo ay her. So, kaya siya naging object. Ali went to her. Her bag is heavy. So, dinidescribe yung bag. I met her family. Dinidescribe yung family. Tapos, ito naman possessive. I wrote hers. Yan. Same stole hers. Samey stole hers. So, tawag dyan, ninakaw ni Samey yung kanya. Okay, so yan po, all throughout, pare-parehas lang naman. So, isi-send ko naman po sa inyo yung copy nito. So, we are on the last slide. Can anybody please read this?
Pwedeng magsingit.
Sino po yun?
Pwedeng sumingit muna.
Sure po, sure. Babalik ko dun sa kabila.
Konti lang. Okay. Konti lang naman para lang ma-confirm. No?
Okay.
Behold the Lamb of God which taketh away the sin of the world. Saan ang object yan, mga estudyante? Pa-identify.
Repeat, Pastor.
Behold.
Behold.
Behold the Lamb of God which taketh away the sin of the world. So, saan yung verb dyan? Saan ang verb?
Behold. At take it away.
Okay, verb. Behold. Okay, verb din yan. Tapos, yung isa pang verb. Isa pang verb.
Coming.
Behold.
Walang coming dyan eh. Doon yan sa Revelation.
Mamaya.
Doon yan sa Revelation, ang behold, I am coming. Ito yung John 1:29.
John 1:29.
Behold, the Lamb of God which taketh away the sin of the world.
Bukas na. Ano kang gagawin? Doon ka lang palubot? Oo. Parang may darulong sa akin ay. Tsaka na.
Tirit, Doc.
So, yung verb ay bukod dun sa behold, kasi yung behold, ang other English ng behold is look.
Take it away.
Taketh, okay, taketh lang. Pero kasama na yung away. No? Pero the root is take, no? Take away. So ano naman ang tinake away?
Sin.
Okay, so ano ang object?
The word.
Lamb. Lamb of God po.
Object po, the word.
Behold.
The word po, the word.
The Lamb of God which taketh away the sin of the world.
The object is the world.
Word.
Sins. Na-discuss niyo ba yung ma'am? Na-discuss niyo ba yung possessive? Tapos na ba?
Yes, Doc, pero kasi ano siya, hindi masyadong na ano.
More on an S kayo, no? More on S.
Yes
At
po.
saka yung yours,
Yes.
his. I see, okay. Saan ba ma-fit itong example ko sa yung possessive na gumamit ng av?
Pag nasa ano na po siguro sa yung sentences, pag nag-a-analyze na ng sentence.
Mention ko lang ito kasi i-discuss ko ito sa Greek din.
Okay po.
Kasi diyan ay yung accusative case at saka yung possessive, yung accusative. Kasi maganda yung nag-i-improve na talaga yung nila English. Kasi yun ang mga linya na tatalakayin sa Greek. So pag nasanay po kayo doon sa mga linyang iyan, pag-transfer natin sa Greek, kaya sa sunod, hindi na ako masyado mag-dwell sa English, naka-cover na niyo yung gusto kong mag-ano na tayo sa English, sa Greek, rather than English, no? Kasi naka-cover na niyo yung mga area na dapat, siguro i-discuss ko, maglalabas na lang ako ng alphabet ngayong linggo na ito para mabasa nyo. Tapos sisimulan natin mag-discuss yung agreement, kasi yung agreement diyan diniscuss nyo na
Yung subject
yung mga,
verb.
yung mga subject kanina, subject, verb, tapos kung sino yung pinag-uusapan, sino yung itinuturo o kanino itinuturo, no? Yun po ang importante ng mga ng mga linya sa Greek. Okay, so thank you. Inano ko lang yan kasi para hindi tayo what I mean kasi sa form sa Greek, mas kung minsan mahirap pa yung English, mas madali lang yung Greek. Kasi yung forma ng hindi kayo magkakamali no? Kasi meron siyang indicator, no? Malinaw ang indicator kasi parang nagra-rhyme. Kumbaga sa pompa, nagra-rhyme ang indicator sa Greek No, may siyang tinawag paris-parit. Meron siyang like for example,
yung word for
pag sa article, ang article 2, yung OU, no? Omicron, Epsilon, no? OU. Nandoon din yun sa noun. Sa dulo ng noun. Meron ding ganun, OU, doon din sa dulo ng noun. Wala yan sa English Kaya parang yung sinasabi ko parang nagra-rhyme, no? Like for example, to cosmo. The world, to cosmo. Yung Omicron at saka Epsilon nasa article niya. Tapos maano mo na yung article talaga at saka yung malalaman mo na ito ay possessive talaga kasi ang world din mayroon ding O at saka U. Sa kumbaga sa English merong Omicron at saka Epsilon. To cosmo. Yun. Napansin yung aton, theon. So yung ON, no? Rather yung nu nandoon din sa sa noun na nu. So mas madali no? Ngayon ko lang naisip na mas madali pala ang Greek kaysa sa English kasi sa English parang hindi siya nagra-rhyme Doon tingnan mo lang alam na kung sino ang paris niya Sige po, interruption lang naman 'yon.
Thank you po for clarification. At saka ang problema natin kasi sa English merong him, his, ganyan. Sa Tagalog kasi siya. Yung siya natin babae or lalaki siya, pero pag sa ganon, him,
kanya, may kanya
mine.
Pag sinabing kanya yan, possessive. Pero walang rhyme na parang nagkakaano sila, walang match, nagma-match sa description. Iba yung sa Greek kasi mayroong nagmamatch na hindi ka magkakamali talaga. Tapos yung taketh, no, taketh away, no, which is in the accusative case. No, ibig sabihin yung taketh, no, yun ang verb. Tapos ang sin yung object doon.
Object.
Oo, sin ng object. Tapos ang sin naman ayun ang pagdating mo naman sa hanggang dyan lang yung madidetermine mo sa Greek, no? Ano ito? Accusative ito, no? Kasi mayroong receiver sa verb. Tapos pagdating mo sa dulo, malalaman mo ito possessive ito kasi tukos mo. Mayroong O kung sa English, OU. Tapos kabila din, OU. Tukos mo. So, ma-identify mo, ito genitive, ito nominative or accusative. Madali kasi mayroon kang clue sa Greek. So, napansin ko na sa discussion niyo kasi parang nalilito no? Yung
Kasi
iba.
po hindi pa namin na-discuss yung yung sa kinds of sentence, pag chinap-chap yung mga sentence.
Para pag sa Greek, hindi kayo malilito. Kaya
tapos yung
parang,
possessive po, lang, apostrophe S pa lang yung napag-aralan, hindi pa yung talaga. Kagaya nito, possessive pronouns, yun nga, yung mine, his, hers.
Okay, sige po. Paano lang? Yun lang na-observe ko ngayon. Sinare ko na lang kasi related sa
Okay
related sa aralan nila din sa Greek. Yun ang sinasabi ko na crawl in English, walk in Greek. Dapat gagapang tayo sa English talaga, no? Para makalakad tayo sa Griego. Hindi yung pala kasi foundation na ating learning. Okay.
So, mga kapatid, itong nasa slide ngayon, subject pronoun, object pronoun, possessive, tapos possessive. May mga example po, gawa tayo ng sarili nating example para mas maintindihan natin. Yung applicable sa atin.
May question po ako, Miss Lien.
Sige po.
Saan po ano po ang proper? You and I or you and me?
Ayan. Kay Doc natin tanong.
Parehas lang.
Parehas lang,
Pero ang proper dyan, pag ginamit mo ang I, ang gamitin mo ay noun talaga. Noun naman yung you. Hindi siya pronoun. Like for example, the king and I. Di ba narinig mo yan? The king and I. You and I, mas prefer din you and me, pero correct yung dalawa sa pagka-observe ko. Pwede nyo i-check kung correct ba talaga.
Minsan it depends sa sa uri ng English. May American English na ganito ang
depende. Kung medyo yung
against the world or you and me against the world.
Parang siya may pagka-object ba yung you at saka me
pag you and me parang dapat may kadugtong pa. Kagaya sinasabi ni Brother Aris na you and me against the world. Pero pag yung wala ka nang idudugtong, you and I, period. Yun lang yung parang ko. Pero i-check pa natin yan pag
May gamit yan kung paano siya gagamitin kasi parang puro correct siya pero sa siya i-connect, no? You and I at saka yung you and me.
Yeah.
Parang it should be pwede rin between you and me, no? Hindi between you and I. Hindi parang hindi proper, no? Yung between you and I, but between you and me. Ibig sabihin, mayroong parang independent siya. Meron pa siyang ibang parang dependent siya, no? Meron pa siyang iba. Bakit sinabi mo na between you and me? Yun? Mayroon pang parang preceding yan na pinag-uusapan pa. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng sabihin mo lang na between you and me. Hindi pwede. No, hindi pwedeng meron talaga, meron siyang, anong tawag nito?
May nauuna pa
Meron,
dapat ng
may
phrase.
nauna yan, oo. May nauna pa yan.
Hindi yun
Malamang,
basta ka nalang magsalita ng ganon.
oh,
Meron.
siguro pag-aralan niyo yun sa sa pagdating niyo sa closest,
Yung
closest
kinds of
oriented,
sentences nga po. Okay.
independent, parang may independent clause yan eh. Independent clause
phrase.
bago ka, no? Katulad ng sample, ano yung sample between, the world,
You and me against the world.
Oh, you and me against the world. No, hindi siya kami, hindi proper doon ang you and I.
Yung mga ganyang situation na mga tanong mo, Brother Aris, magdi-discuss yan kung nag-ESL na tayo ngayon, yung English as Second Language. Kasi yung yung booklet nung Lasal, siya yung conversant ka, kung paano ka makipag-communicate na English talaga kayo. Ito kasi, itong topic natin ngayon, basic lang to parts of speech. Kailangan lang ma-review lang sa atin yung mga gamit ng mga salita. Ngayon, kapag na-review na natin yung gamit ng mga salita, itong 8 na to, pwede na tayong pumunta doon sa English as a Second Language, yung ESL. So, malalaman na natin pangit yung you and I or you and me against the world. Madadaanan natin yon pagka nandun na tayo. Okay po? So, thank you for that question, for the clarification. Meron pa ba?
Yes, ma'am, may tanong po ako.
Sige po. Sino yan?
Sa ano po ito dito? Si Samuel po.
Okay.
Dito po sa subject, yung subject natin, ma'am, at yung yung possessive adjective.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Hindi ko lang masyado na-gets kung bakit may ang ginagamit natin his, her sa possessive adjectives. Na kung saan ang adjectives dito, di ba, lost dapat, parang ganun. My book is lost. Bakit ginagamit yung, hindi ko naintindihan po, ma'am, yung possessive adjectives, tapos my.
Okay. Ang topic natin, ang atin pong topic ngayon ay about pronoun, di ba po? Yung pronoun po na yun yung mga panghalili, di ba? Pang-replace sa noun. Ngayon, may iba't ibang gamit si pronoun. Minsan, subject siya. Siya yung pinag-uusapan. Minsan, object siya. Receiver, siya ang recipient ng verb. Tapos, may time na as adjective siya. Nagdi-describe na siya, nagsushow pa siya ng ownership ng pag-aari. So yun po.
Okay po. Okay.
Yun po. So my book is lost. Kumbaga, pwede mo kasing itanong anong klaseng book yung nawala. Kaninong libro yung nawala. So dinidescribe, akin, libro ko. So ang description ng book na yun, hindi na pag-uusapan kung anong title or whatever. Ang description ng libro na yun, sa aking libro yun. Hindi mo libro yung nawala. Hindi libro niya, hindi libro nila, sa akin. So yun yung description niya. Ang function ni pronoun nung panghalip ay nagdi-describe dun sa libro na nawala. Okay po?
Okay po, ma'am. Nag-gets ko na po.
Okay. Meron pa po ba na nagtatanong? Kasi meron darating din tayo dun sa sa part of speech na adjectives naman. So matatalakay din natin yan na isa rin sa mga uri ng adjective yung possessive, ganyan. So nag-aano lang sila para lang maging malinaw sa atin kung saan magfo-fall yung mga salita na sinasabi natin. Yun. Parang sa isang university tayo, iba-iba tayo ng section. Ako halimbawa, I belong to section 4. Kayo po section 1. Para lang let's imagine na 8 sections ang mga parts of speech. So ang section 1 ay si noun, section 2 is pronoun, ganon. Pero lahat naman tayo ay, for example, lahat tayo ay first year. Magkakaiba lang ng section. Pero may mga times talaga na yan, nagiging adjective si pronoun. Yun po. Pag siya ay nagdi-describe. Okay na po. Hindi ko kasi pwedeng i-explain pa talaga ng farther dahil ano pa lang tayo introduction. So dapat basic lang muna yung sabihin natin. Kasi baka tayo ma-impatcho pagka inano natin lahat.
Yes, ma'am. Step by step muna.
Okay. So, okay na po ba? Meron pang violent reaction?
Okay na po. Proceed na po.
All right. Okay, so this is our last slide. And gumamit dito ng pronoun. So, kailangan ko nang magbabasa ng something strong. Parang may diin. Siguro si Brother Edsel. Pakibasa nga po itong verse na to. Nakamute kaya yata, Brother Edsel.
People
Yes,
of
ma'am.
Israel,
Yes, ma'am.
I have sent me.
Okay. Babasahin po.
Yes po.
God said to Moses, I am who I am. And he said, say this to the people of Israel, I am has sent me to you. Exodus 3:14.
All right. So dito po ay obvious kung sino yung sinasabing pronoun na I.
Yes po.
Alam natin 'yan. Tapos yung he, alam natin kung sino 'yan, yung he. 'Di ba po?
Yes po, tama po. Opo.
So, pag sa Bible na sinabi yung kataga na yan na I am who I am, wala na tayong ibang iisipin yan kung sino yan, 'di ba po? Pero kung hindi siya nagbabasa ng Bible or hindi sila basta hindi sila familiar sa Bible, hindi nila alam yan. Tatanungin ka pa niyan, anong ibig sabihin yan? Sino ba yan, yung I am? Pero tayo, matik na yan, alam natin yan. So yan lang po ang pagkakaiba ng noun sa pronoun. So tayo ng mga Adventist, mapalad tayo na alam natin yan kahit na hindi banggitin yang God said to Moses. Kahit na dito tayo magsimula sa I am who I am. And he said, kahit na hindi nabanggit yun yung unang phrase na yun, alam natin kung sino yang he said. Say this to the people of Israel. Wala namang ibang magsasabi nun. Diba? I am has sent me to you. So yun lang po. And kung may question, siguro until what hour po ba tayo, Doc? Para sa question? Until 6:40. Okay ba kayo? 6:45? Or wala na question? Kung may question po, sige, basta titigil tayo pag 6:45 na.
Wala nang question siguro, ma'am.
Wala.
Maganda ang pagkaluto.
Wala nang
Luto ba? Okay. So, wala nang mga violent reaction, Yung mga tanong nyo kasi na andito yan sa iba't ibang parts of speech Yun yung sinasabi nga ni Doc na yung verse ni Doc, behold, take it away. So pag wala naman kasi dito yung sentence, ibang siya, pang category natin siya pag-aaralan. Basta ang importante kasi malaman natin tong 8 parts of speech na to. Kasi pag alam na natin yan, madali na lang tayong bumuo ng sentence and madali na lang din tayong bumuo ng paragraph. And ma-identify natin kung yung sentence ba natin ay complete sentence siya or siya ba ay fragment o siya ba ay clause or so, ang sentence kasi ay group of words with a complete thought. So, kailangan malaman muna natin yung mga gamit ng mga per word. para makapag-compose tayo ng isang sentence. And pagka marunong na tayong mag-compose ng isang sentence, matututo na rin tayong gumawa ng paragraph. And pag marunong na tayong gumawa ng paragraph, kaya na rin nating mag-translate ng Bible or kaya na nating gumawa ng Bible commentary. Iko-comment natin yung mga natin, favorite natin na verse or favorite natin na book. So, lahat talaga kailangan magsimula sa basic. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-jump sa agad. Kumbaga sa baby hindi natin pwedeng solid food agad. Although alam naman natin to, napaka-common na to, lalo na tayong mga Pilipino, elementary, high school, college natin, napag-aralan natin to. It just so happened na hindi kasi ito ang first language natin. Kaya kahit papaano, minsan nakakalito, kahit yung simple in, on, at, pag naiba yung pagbigkas natin, minsan pagka English, mga Americans or Australians or British yung kausap natin, maaaring maiba yung pagkakaintindi nila. So dapat ma-familiar tayo kung kailan natin talaga dapat gamitin yung mga ganung words. So parang wala na po bang magtatanong? So we can close na?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Patuloy, hindi lang po naman yung pong English po ang nakakalito, pati po yung Tagalog. Tagalog na ho mismo nakakalito pa yung mga po na yung Tagalog din Di ba ma'am, no?
Oo, yung subalit,
Tagalog.
tatapwat, bagamat. Yan.
Tagalog na po yan, pero nakakahilo.
Pag lalo na kung hindi yan yung natin, mother tongue. Kung hindi ang mother tongue. Although, yan yung national language natin, at dyan tayo magkakaintindihan as a whole, pero kung yung hindi, kung hindi talaga likas na Tagalog, at magsasalita siya ng may times na mami-misinterpret din ng talagang Tagalog. Kaya we need each other po. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-selfie. Kaya yung mga Bisaya, kailangan nila ng mga Tagalog. Yung mga Tagalog, kailangan rin nila yung mga ibang dialect para tayo ay we can live harmoniously.
Ma'am, marami kasi mga vocabulary kasi ng Tagalog din. Kaya Tagalog na, marami pang mga klase mga salita.
Iba yung Tagalog sa mga South, yung South Tagalog. Iba rin yung Tagalog dito sa North. So, may mga times na, merong isang example niyan, yung brother ko, yung big brother ko ay Tagalog kami na South Quezon. Yung napangasawa niya ay Tagalog na North, Bulakenya. May mga times na, yung yung intonation lang nagkakapagod sila. Akala nung isa na nang iinis, yung isa naman na inis na. So magkaiba ang intonation, akala na. So yun po. Parehas ng Tagalog yun hindi pa nagkakaintindihan. How much more yung magkaiba talaga totally yung ating salita. Parang wala nang question. Gusto na nating matapos kasi 3 hours na tayo yata. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, wala na po.
Na po. Solve na.
Okay. Sino ang pwede natin kayang hilingan sa panalangin? Stop sharing ko na nga para makita ko na kayo. Yung kanina patahimik dyan, sino kaya? Si Brother Jumar. Parang ngayon ko lang nakita. Nakita yung name. Brother Jumar, hanipin.
Good evening po.
Good evening po. Pwede po ba kayong Ay baka meron pang, sige mamaya na po. Pray na lang po. Pwede po ba kayo mag-pray?
Opo.
Alright.
Labing gamhanan, dalaygon magahong nga Diyos, ikaw sa gingharian sa langit. Dalaygon ka o Diyos, tingtak na sa kagabihon. Salamat o Diyos sa mga pulong among nadunggan karon. Pinaagi sa English na subject. Salamat o Diyos sa mga panalangin. Salamat ni Sangan Jesus ang luwas. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much,
Amen.
Doc. Kayo na po ang last word. Salamat po sa lahat.
Okay.
Thank you, Ma'am Lien.
Maraming salamat, Ma'am Lien. At marami pong naidagdag ngayon sa aming kaalaman. At yung ilan pa ba tayo dito ngayon? Nadagdagan tayo, no? Naging 22, no? Siyempre, yung iba talaga ay mga busy, no? Ganyan talaga, no? So, yun. Yun lang naman, no? Ang palagi kong ini-emphasize na we do good sa English kasi malaking may tutulong pagdating sa syntactical analysis ng Griego. No, yun lang ang masasabi ko. Maraming salamat at nandito po kayo. At ang ating, by the way, ito po ay yung set ni Ma'am Lien ay tapos na no? Ang 1A ay siguro kailan naman ito magtatapos, ma'am? Yung first
October sana yung tapos niyan. Tapos itong November po ay ESL na, yung English as Second Language. Pero since hindi na natin so kailangan ituloy po.
Okay. So ito po yung na-absorb na po sa ating regular kasi need talaga ang English. So meron na tayong subject na English sa ating curriculum. So yun po dahil kinakailangan. Okay? So I think malaking kaibahan, no? Kumbaga sa pag-start natin dito sa ating English, kumbaga sa pangkalahatan ay nasa tayo, nasa 2 tayo. Siguro ngayon ay nasa nasa 3.5. 3.5.
Ano ang scale niyan, Doc? Until 5 or until 10?
3.5 to 4 siguro. Kung sa scale of 1 to 10, siguro nasa tayo, pag start natin nasa mga 3 or 4. No. Pero ngayon nasa na tayo 6 and 7
that's
malaki yung improvement. Malaki ang improvement. Ma'am Lien, mag-usap pala tayo after this para hindi na natin putulin yung hindi natin after this. I would like to maiwan po kami ni Ma'am Lien.
Okay po, thank you.
Ay brother, si kapatid na Jomar, Bisaya ka pala, akala ko nasa Bicol ka.
Po, Bisaya po ako. From Negros po.
Sige po, Doc. Permission to leave na po.
Oriental ka, Oriental?
Negros Oriental po.
Permission to leave na po.
Salamat po.
Thank you so much po.
Thank you.
Thank you for your participation.
Thank you, Doc.
God bless po sa inyo.
Yes po. Thank you po. God bless po na sa lahat.
Sir Lien. Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po. Akala ko kanina pa ako nagsasalita, nakamute pa ako. Thank you so much.
Doc, wala nang yun, Doc, sa mga
wala po tayo ngayon kasi medyo kaka-recover ko pa lang ngayon. Nakakain ako ng saging. Kasaging lang pala ang ang kailangan. Medyo pero kare-recover ko pa lang. Na-exhaust ako kanina hindi ko alam kung bakit.
Baka mababa lang yung potassium mo, Doc Ray.
Siguro nga kaya sabi ko sa anak, bilhan mo ako ng saging. Kasi parang kailangan ko ng saging.
Malaking tulong yung saging.
Mamaya, bukas tayo ng gabi. Para sa mga sa mga walang appointment bukas ng gabi, kung may mga appointment, panoorin na lang yung video.
Okay.
I-record natin yung ating discussion bukas.
Wala na tayo mamaya, Doc. No? Wala pa.
So wala po muna mamaya kasi parang kaano ko lang.
Doc. Relax muna kayo, Doc. Magano muna kayo. Pahinga muna kayo.
Para
Okay. Sige. Kayo din, parang kasi buong araw na kayo din kayo. Iniisip ko, buong araw eh. Parang ano, bukas naman kasi walang masyadong klase. Okay. Mga kapatid, thank you very much. God bless you. Okay.
Anong oras bukas, Dok?
Basa din pag may time.
Dok, anong oras bukas?
Alas
Anong
8. Alas 8 pa rin.
Alas 8 ng gabi?
Oo. Alas 8.
Ang sama lang.
Oo, kasi yung may mga appointments, mag-travel man sila, at least makarating na sila alas 7, pahinga-hinga ng konti. So, alas 8 tayo. Kailangan ba nating magturo kung paano computer?
Parang po. Parang kailangan po.
Kasi kung mayroon, kailangan natin may magturo sa atin ng i-request natin si kapatid na kapatid na Jumar kung makapag-share siya kasi yan computer programmer yan eh. O pwede rin si kapatid na na Rodel kasi yan eh. Parang electronic
computer engineering.
Computer engineering yata siya.
Pero hindi ba siya ganun ka-busy, Doc? Parang busy rin siya eh.
Oo. Si kapatid na kapatid na din kasi information technology din to si kapatid na Nards. Kaso lang parang meron siyang ngayon mina-manage na sickness.
May maintenance. May
Sino pa? Ito din si kapatid na itong si kapatid na Darlene, magaling ito sa ang lang naman niya is sa pagsasalita lang dahil sa kanyang hearing problem, pero magaling yan sa technology si Darlene Nieves. Papansin ko sa doon sa mga interaction sa GC, nagtuturo siya kung paano ganito ang gagawin. Magaling. Doon dyan pa pala siya, kapatid na Jomar. Pwede siyang makaturo sa atin mga kapatid pag kahit tayo pwede tayong mag-attend kasi gusto kong maituro yung shortcuts sa Word document.
Si rin. Kasi pagka nag-call center, kaya rin mag-ganon. Si Brother Dominic rin. Kasi baka busy itong mga to. Si Brother Dominic din po, matagal din sa call center. So, medyo techy rin siya siguro. Kaya niya rin sigurong Kung training po ang kailangan natin. Training for
training talaga. Paano gumamit ng computer, Word document. Siguro natin extra lang na later para hindi naman part yan sa curriculum pero parang need no need ng ko lang na feel ko lang na need.
Opo. Thank you po sa mga active students. Parang mag-meeting yata kami ni Duk Raja. Thank you po.
Pwede na po kayong mag-exit mga kapatid.
Yes, Doc. Thank you po. Okay po. Ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po. Discussion. Thank you po.
La la la. La 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 Is Jesus my Lord, the wonderful Savior to me? Mm.